Popcorn?
Butter.
Nachos?
Cheese.
Root beer with red licorice straw?
Right here.
Welcome to the end of it all. Welcome to the ready to start the podcast season 4 finale. We're finally getting off this damn boat soon. I'm Ryan Ribbity. Who else is here?
It's me, Rosa. I'm usually here. And oh boy, are you ready for a fantastic episode?
I sure am, Rosa, because it's me, Seep, the third regular host of Ready to Start the Podcast. But that's not all. We have a special guest on today, someone who's never been on our show before. That's true, technically. Who's our special guest? Who is that?
More than one person. Say something if that's me.
What?
Die.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I made 5 Little Hedgehogs. You can look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, well, hold on.
It's a multicultural explosion of talent. It's taken over YouTube by storm.
5 Little Hedgehogs? Wait, that was
5
you?
Little Hedgehogs. That was
My
me.
son watches that on his iPad every day.
It was actually my idea to add the 5th hedgehog. And it kind of cut into the budget of the whole thing and, made the higher-ups a little, tugging at their collar.
That's just literally what happened with the Dronkies in Shrek. They got rid of one of them.
They just killed it off screen.
He had 6 in Shrek 2, and then Shrek 3 and 4, he only has 5 Dronkies. What happened?
Infanticide is common in Dragon Litter,
We'll get Shrek 1.5 one day,
Donkey
We'll find out what happened there.
Donkey just looked at Shrek and like, oh yeah, we had to eat one of them. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh no.
They shared it. Oh.
No, Donkey.
We'll get a realistic depiction of familial grief. Shown through Donkey, of course.
Yeah? You think so? Who are you?
Hi, I'm Tyler Polyhex. I make video games. I make video games on Roblox currently. One day, that won't be entirely the case, though. But right now, I'm doing Roblox stuff.
Yeah, you got to start from the bottom, the very bottom, like the most shameful place that you could possibly be, right?
Well,
I mean, what you do is kind of shameful, I'd say, right?
In 2007, I created a series of Roblox machinimas.
Okay.
Called...
Oh, shit.
What was it called? I kind of forgot. I know the name.
Wow. It was a long time ago. What that year was a blur.
Through the Fire and the Flames is the song I used for the intro.
Were you Mario?
Awesome.
Were you that guy who did the Mario bloopers and the Roblox bloopers at the same time?
I did. That was Fleskajurta, who I actually had a fight with on YouTube, and we made like animations. We made animations of our OCs fighting each other.
Dude, that's awesome. Wait, I used to watch that guy on YouTube, and I would show all my friends his Roblox videos.
So what happened there was, I was like 14 or something.
Yeah.
And Fleskajurta's like I watched his stuff sometimes, and I was probably like jealous or something because he got way more views than me. What I did was I accused him of lying about being Swedish because he liked The Simpsons. And I don't think they got The Simpsons in Sweden. He's using all these Homer voice clips in his Roblox bloopers.
Yeah.
How would he have the voice clips if...
You can't get your hands on these outside of the United States?
You thought your OCs were fighting about this? Like actually like getting down like hand-to-hand combat?
Yeah, like I was getting into Flash animation at the time, and so what was it? I think Voltaire's When You're Evil. I think I did that, like an AMV to that, where my character was like dropping Flesk's character into like a fiery evil pit.
Are these still on YouTube?
No, I deleted all of my old YouTube stuff when I was probably 16 because I was over at my grandparents' house and my cousin found my YouTube on his phone and he started going through my videos. And before he could get to like my at the time, I considered embarrassing Roblox bloopers. I just deleted them because that was the only option at the time. Couldn't private them.
Really? That was the only option.
Is the Tyler Polyhex Flescashura Beef Roblox Voltaire AMB Lost Media?
It literally is, unless we can like pull out whatever computer.
Imagine if Drake did that.
It's on.
Like he was like, no, I lost too hard. I'm deleting all these songs.
I mean,
No, we settled the beef. I apologize,
Really?
of course, and
Okay.
I think we did like
I mean, hey-
little makeup videos.
That's how these things go. Sometimes you just gotta fight it out. You gotta be a thug about it a little bit.
I almost did
and
something
just,
terrible.
Make up.
I grew a lot that day. I learned about the state of the Simpsons. I sort of realized that the Simpsons is a worldwide phenomenon.
That was the day you realized.
There were no other clues pointing to that, of course.
Except for like,
I couldn't have figured that out on my own.
the feature film that released that year.
Oh well,
I
everyone knows about Spider Pig, but
No one
who the hell
said-
knows about no time for that now? The computer's starting. That's such a deep cut. How could he have found that?
I almost said, wow, this is just like John and Aaron in the Star Wars videos.
Oh my god. Oh, that was.
oh my god.
man.
So I have a question.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Don't worry, it's normal. So like I remember years ago there was these series of like Roblox videos where it could combine Super Mario 64, a couple of sprites, and Roblox, and they're like fighting Metal Sonic together. It's
Was that
Fighting
you,
Metal
Tyler?
Sonic? No, that wasn't me. I didn't do any sprite animations.
Did you do any Mario
I tried.
64? Any Mario 64?
No, I didn't do
It-
Mario 64
well,
Machinima.
it
Ooh.
wasn't really sprite animation, more or less it's just like overlaid like a sprite on the screen. It's like it's like the character like, oh, I'm going outside. They look up and it's like, oh my gosh, it's Metal Sonic. And then it's just like clearly overlaid Metal Sonic with the crusty JPEG.
It's like some Tonic the Hedgehog stuff. Like, but can they dance?
I didn't do that. I did Yoshi flash animations, not sprite ones, but I drew like some really garbage Yoshi rig that like I was big into Homestar Runner at the time, so it was like the pencil tool kind of as clean as I could make them.
I thought you were gonna say
at
I'm
the age
just
of, like, 13.
really into Yoshi at the time, specifically.
I was literally about to say I posted a bunch of like Yoshi animations and animations about my dog on YoshiArt.com, which was my hangout spot at the
home of
time.
the fucking brave. That's where you can watch all the Mario World cartoons.
Yeah. This was before I discovered Roblox. Before any of that, I was a big Yoshi Art fan. Before that, it was LemmyKoopa.com. Some of my fan fiction
Lemmy
and
Koopa.
like various fan comics and like fan characters you can still find.
I didn't think we were gonna get this deep, like right at the start here. This is some real
I didn't either.
discussion happening.
It's
Let me
zipped me. It's all flowing out.
Lemmy Koopa is such a funny Koopaling to like dedicate a website to because he's such like the little brother Koopaling to me in my mind. Like that's the Koopaling all the little brothers in the world like.
He's kind of awesome with it. Lemmy's one of the top like 3 Koopalings to me.
Is that really
I'm a
that?
little biased,
That's
though.
a little funny. Like the only top 3. There's only 7 of them.
Well, the other 4 don't matter. It's who talks about those ones.
What are the good
it's
ones then?
kinda just-
We have discussion. Who's the good ones?
Roy,
Roy. Okay. I agree.
Lemmy,
Lemmy. All right.
and Joey, who was my OC, who was
Joey?
who was stronger than Roy and bossed all the other Koopalings around.
I don't believe that's possible.
No, hold on. I'm into Joey. I've been saying this. They gotta add like 2 more Koopalings.
You think
Mhm.
so?
Yeah, I think like they need to add 2. One of them needs to be a girl for sure. Like there needs to be like
Oh, 100%.
we could have Joey, who's like maybe the one like so the boys can have a new character like, and then like there's a new girl one too, and then Joey could be the new cool one. And everyone's like, I'm not really liking Joey too much, but Bowser Jr. likes Joey, I think. Yeah, Joey's not so bad, guys.
Is this our like
Joey's
like
awesome.
Koopaling Castle like sitcom cartoon.
Oh, don't
First
forget
you're
the
there
widow.
and then you're not.
Don't forget the widow Goth Koopa after what happened to the blue paratrooper.
That's right.
No, are you talking about your fan character who's like the blue Koopa from the Mario movies, like wife, who's like mourning him because he died in the movie because he went blue shell?
Yeah. Like,
I had a Koopa, like a regular Koopa OC2, and his name was just Koopar, like Cooper, but with an A. And he was just a red-shelled Koopa. Like, there was nothing unique about it. He was just, whenever I wanted to have like a Koopa in like a fanfic, I would throw Koopar in there.
Modern Paper Mario be like +4.
No, he's different. He's got like his eyebrows are brown. Okay.
You're gonna need to provide pictures. I'll
see if I can find. I'll see if I can find them.
I looked up Joey Koopa. What color shell was it?
Ooh, good question. Knowing me,
are we gonna be able to find Joey Koopa like on the internet?
I should be able to find Joey Koopa. I'm looking for him.
I'm looking for him. I'm calling out for Joey.
I'm calling out for Joey.
I'm getting a lot of Joseph.
Knowing my age, knowing my like 10 to 12 age range that I was on LetMeKoopa.com frequently, probably a blue shell. Okay. I was in my blue era.
I was in my blue era. It's good to know.
The blue period.
And he had brown hair because, what other color hair is a OC gonna have, right?
I'm getting a lot of Joseph from Super Mario Logan. Is that the same thing?
No. I'm gonna guess no. I'm gonna take a wild guess. I'm gonna take a wild swing in the air over here. Yeah. Not surprising.
I unfortunately know way too much about Super Mario Logan now. My good friend Socks put me onto it.
I know about this, yeah.
Put you onto it.
The other month I was in sort of a slump and I watched like at least 100 SML videos.
Now hold on. Did you watch the Soul era or the modern era?
Yes.
Yes?
All of it? A lot of it, yeah.
You met Chef Pee-Pee? Did you see him go to military school?
I did, yes.
Yes.
I'm actually not comfortable with this discussion. Like the amount of knowledge that you're displaying of Super Mario.
No, I'm not either. It sucks. It's horrible.
Then why did you watch it?
Like my soul withered from having done this.
Really?
Honest to God, I get it. No, I get it.
Better now, though.
It's like Family Guy, but worse because it's aimed at children.
See, you know about this whole thing where like I've watched like all the Nostalgia Critic movies like multiple times for like no real reason.
Yeah.
It's like that basically.
It sometimes you need something trashy to put on your other monitor or on your phone while you're doing something else, you know?
Because like you don't need to give your attention to it.
Yeah.
I'm the writer.
Stop quoting the Boldly Flea. Do we have any news to talk about today?
Yes,
this is our season finale, apparently, even though we're going to be back in like 3 to 4 weeks.
Don't even worry about it. but you need to remember this, though. I'm the writer.
Yes.
I'm headed to Larry's bios right now to look for Roy Koopa.
Are you doing like surgery right now?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh my God. You're like hacking. Oh.
Yeah, just like that.
Just got to get into the database. Maybe you could, if you can't find it, maybe you could like AI generate an image of it and like just get it just like that instantaneously.
Oh, that's interesting.
Generate me a brown-haired Koopaling character with blue shell, rendered in a Super Mario RPG art style.
Yes.
There we go. And now we let the computer
do
it.
And the pond outside of my apartment seems to be drying up.
It's like
unrelated.
Touch like the rainforest on fire all of a sudden.
throwing a 5,000-year-old sequoia tree into a wood chipper.
And 10 more counts of workers' right violations have been accounted for in the interwebs.
But like seriously, like what okay, if you've never watched our show, by the way, we didn't even introduce what this is. This is an animation
domination
news podcast, kind of. Sometimes we talk about things that aren't animated. but it's mostly like cartoon stuff, like Mario and Roblox.
Luigi.
Yeah.
We're your little brother's
Sonic.
favorite streamer.
So do we have any special news? To
We
get into
do.
today?
We do. You'll like this one. We're starting with a rumor, actually.
Oh my god! Wow, getting juicy right off the bat.
So, kind of credible insider person. I forget the name. Sorry. But they have claimed. But it's someone who's got a lot of
great journalism.
Yeah, what great journalism. But it's someone who's gotten a lot of stuff right before and is usually on track. They have claimed there is a Kirby Planet Robobot remake coming to Switch.
I
All right.
am looking forward to it.
Yeah, I honestly hope that's real, just because that's a good game.
I've
If
seen.
it's
I like
True.
Kirby.
If it's true, I'm going to kiss a woman in honor of Susie Robot.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. So like the last Kirby game to release nearly 2 years ago now, was the Kirby's Return to Dreamland remake on Switch. Did that do well?
I mean, most Kirby games do well, at least. They don't flop ever.
Yeah.
It probably did what they hoped. Is my guess.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not surprising that they're doing another one of them. I think there was a lot of discussion about that when it came out. Like, what other Kirby games could get that sort of treatment?
I see a lot of discussion about them skipping Triple Deluxe, and I think the thing is, I think this is like a Bowser's Inside Story remake situation, where it's happening very late into like the life cycle of a console. Because like the rumor is specifically that this is Switch 1. So I think the idea is like, well, if we're gonna do like one remake before we just head back into making original games, like we might as well do the more popular of the two, so we'll sell better, kinda.
It should be Robobot.
Yeah.
Right.
And we'll get the Susie story where you play as Susie.
That's what I was gonna think about. Yeah,
that's kind of the first thing that pops in my head thinking about this, because this is something I've thought about. It's the Return to Dreamland remake. They had the whole like a Magalore epilogue, basically, that kind of added a little more context to like his character and like his whole story. And yeah, I think Susie is a character that's pretty ripe for that, because yeah, she's also a character that kind of has like her own story going on, that would be interesting to see explored from her perspective, because we haven't really gotten that. Like Kirby games are usually very like from Kirby's perspective, so you don't get the full picture really.
You don't care much about why it's happening. He's just gonna do something about it,
right? Yeah. So I think it makes a lot of sense.
I like the idea of having a Susie epilogue or whatever, because that means when they make Kirby merch, they'll make a new character in toy form. They only ever make the main four guys in Bangalore. They'll make
like
some
a tattered Susie.
Yeah, they'll make new Susie toys.
Yeah.
New toys.
We're gonna have her looking like a slopping wet dog. What?
Yeah.
Well, she's in a much if it's like an epilogue like Magalore, she's in a much better state than Magalore at the end of that game. She's like alive, at the end of the original game.
I kind of had an idea that they could, instead of an epilogue, have like a backstory mode kind of thing.
I can get pushed. I looked up. Sorry, real quick. I looked up Susie Haltman on Google real quick. In the first like 3 rows is a picture I drew of her No, I need to stress this. It's a picture of her like shaking her butt in front of Zan, but they cut Zan out. They're like censoring my gay queer art.
Oh my god. But no, yeah, my idea for it is Susie, because her backstory is she's involved in some accident and she like falls into a wormhole and then gets like separated from her dad. Well, like most of his, and that's kind of what spurs the main conflict of the game in a way.
That does seem like something they would want to extrapolate on.
Yeah. So I was perfectly imagining you're playing as a little Susie, and you start off with nothing, and you have to like gather machine parts to build her business suit, and that's kind of like the big thing you unlock at the very end. And then she uses that to fly away or something.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's how I envisioned it in my head.
Where you like slowly like sort of scrap it together, and it starts out like sort of like a crappy endoskeleton, but it has like the basic functions of like a Robobot suit.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
And
that'd
as
be
you
cool.
go on, you get like super powerful.
Because the Maglor thing was about Maglor getting all his magic powers back, and he built up his super cool move set. And if they just want to copy that formula again, which it was pretty good.
Starting with Forgotten Land, they really got into the idea of these progressive upgrades being a big thing in the story modes, which I like a lot.
Yeah,
I know, it's fun. It's good.
It's a good formula.
I hope this isn't all just nonsense.
Yeah.
I mean,
see, you're not on
has ray tracing.
See, you're not on Blue Sky. Did you know like the director of the series, Kumazaki, like posts like every day on Blue Sky?
no, I didn't.
And he
What
posts
does
like
post?
he just posts like about Kirby stuff he like sees out and about. He was like talking to Toby Fox on Blue Sky the other day.
Aw.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
cool.
see-
I know he's on Instagram. I look at his Instagram sometimes, and he just posts pictures of him eating at restaurants where he brings his Kirby toys with him.
No, yeah, he does that on Blue Sky, but it's like daily over
Okay.
there. It's awesome.
Oh god,
Well,
that's kind of
it's-
I might want to see that actually.
you gotta get on now, Seep.
Yeah, I know. I'm the only person here who doesn't have an account on Blue Sky, and it's literally just because I don't feel like I don't like making accounts. Holy crap! I have so
Fair.
many freaking accounts to click on. I'd rather I feel like I'm going to just like stop using all social media before I get on it. I took so long to get on Tumblr. All my friends were on Tumblr. It took me like 5 years to get on that website after everyone else.
Blue Sky, I will say, is probably the most enjoyable one that I'm on now.
Now hold on.
For now, sure.
I did just see real quick. Sorry to interrupt the conversation. We have found Joey Koopa. I will put
I
Joey
did find him.
Koopa and his bio on screen. This is huge. I haven't read the bio yet. I'm getting everything. Let me get him on screen first. Then I'll read the bio out loud for chat.
This is more important than anything.
This is more important than anything. More important than anything. Joey Koopa is the big bad bully of the Koopalings. He's a threat to Mario and Luigi, and even defeated Smithy once alone. Joey loves bragging
Writer's
about.
note. I had not played Mario RPG whatsoever. Everything I knew about Smithy was through like these
The raw
fellow
source.
10-year-olds fan fictions. on Lemon Koopa.
Joey loves bragging about his many adventures, and he loves fighting and inventing. The only two Koopalings who like Joey are Ludwig and Roy. Joey loves to take over every time Bowser leaves, and he ends up in the dungeon. But someday, maybe someday, Joey will overcome Lemmy and deserve rights for Lemmy's land. But will he succeed? First appearance, Koopa
Did Joey
Rays.
write this?
Joey might as well have. I kind of channeled him.
This feels
writing
like
this, I
Joey
think.
wrote it, because if you look at Joey,
Yeah.
this does not look like someone who is much of a threat to Mario and Luigi, and even defeated Smithy. I'm just gonna say it. He doesn't seem like
He looks like
I
he
don't.
watches
He doesn't look
Super
like someone who
Mario
can carry his
Logan.
weight.
Oh my god.
Chapipi.
Oh man.
Real quick, just back on
This-
Robot. Sorry, go on. No, I want to hear it.
I'm just saying. I also want to point out, like, where does this place Lemmy? So you scale Lemmy above Smithy?
Well, Lemmy
'Cause now-
Lemmy had a big old Mario fan site, so he basically had all
Well,
the
true,
power.
but you're saying when you say Joey will overcome Lemmy, is that like in popularity? My first thought was like,
Oh, I think he's gonna
outrank
kill
him
him.
in like power. Kill him?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if he's the big bad bully of the Koopalings, like, does that mean Lemmy is like one of the top members? Right? Like, oh, I still can't get to that Lemmy. That Lemmy is unfallible.
I defeated Smithy all by myself, but Lemmy Koopa, those balls just keep bouncing me off the
Maybe it's like
platform.
Lemmy's-
There's nothing I can do about that.
Is it the brute strength of Lemmy, or is there like mind games going on? Maybe.
It has to be
I don't know.
mind games.
I imagine mind games. See, the thing about
Lemmy is a master
looking
manipulator.
at this like portrait that I drew of Joey, At the time,
Yeah.
I'm sure I thought he looked super tough, but he looks like he's like 2'8".
He's a short king.
He looks
I'm,
pretty
I'm
mad.
getting vibes of like the egg baby from Paper Mario.
He's like
Who's
lemon
like supposed
size.
to always fight Mario.
Right.
He looks real tiny.
I just this fucking love. I love him. Just real quick about Robobot's remake, the hypothetical one. So they done a redesign for DDD fairly recently, and they've kind of stuck to it with 2 games in a row. Do you think they're gonna redesign the DDD clone boss to look like the new DDD?
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be so funny.
You want to know what I think's gonna happen? I think they're gonna come up with like a 4th design.
They love doing that, so I wouldn't count that out, honestly.
They're gonna change his face again.
I don't know because DDD is not in Robobot that much at all.
No, he's in the opening cutscene, then the clone of him is in that boss fight.
Yeah. I don't know. He's very specifically designed as a boss. I have no idea. And then you have his minis.
Yeah.
The March of the Minis.
It's almost weird
I
that
don't know.
DDD's like not in that game. I know there's concept art that shows he might have been involved a bit more early on. It's almost weird to consider he's barely in that game.
I've always
he was
thought
in
of it
Triple
like
Deluxe, which
yeah,
is
Triple Deluxe
cheekily
was his
like
game.
half named after him.
I've always
Right.
thought that,
And
yeah.
this was more Meta Knight's game.
It's Meta Knight,
Meta
isn't
Knight
it?
got a
Meta
really
Knight
big
is
spotlight.
isn't in Triple Deluxe even at all though, which is interesting.
No.
Haven't they talked
no.
about that before? Like Meta Knight's way harder to put in plots than DDD, who's like really easy to slot in. That's why like DDD's in all the Dreamland games and Meta Knight's in none of them.
Well, they need
Yeah.
someone to brainwash.
Yeah, I believe it. Just because DDD is just a very easy. I mean, he's easy to like bully around, so you could just kind of do whatever with him.
Yeah.
Meta Knight has a very he has a reputation to uphold, so he can't always be
Right.
caught up in ridiculous stuff.
And that's why when something happens to him in Robobot, it's like, uh-oh. These guys mean
Oh,
business.
Oh man, we gotta pray for Meta Knight. Let's still be safe.
You know what? I was always like I always had like a big thing as a kid. But I was like, oh, it's DDD's game because it's called Triple Deluxe, like Triple D.
No.
Yeah.
DDD. I always thought it was really clever for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like
Those are
3D.
3Ds. Oh, that's true.
You know, actually, if they
3D.
add the Susie mode, then like there'll be like the Kirby mode, the Susie mode, and the Meta Knight mode. There'll be so many different mode This will be Sonic Adventure 3.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well, you know
The
how
3 like hero stories?
God.
Was there-
You know how they added like Megalore Land in the last remake?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yep,
What
they're
is-
adding Susie's apartment.
It's just like when a tank
Susie's
top.
amazing apartment.
Everyone get out!
She's in like a tank top.
Yeah, just
Like, what are you doing here?
Everyone
Get
piled
out!
into
her
Cookie
house.
Monster pajama pants.
Yeah.
oh, that'd be pretty
get
good.
out of my
Susie's
house.
apartment.
But I was gonna suggest is like Susie's Mall, where she runs a mall and you have to buy stuff with currency
Oh.
because she's a capitalist.
That would
like
be pretty
money.
good. That would fit within like the theme of the game too, to just have like a very industrialized kind of place.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
that's like fun to visit, like a mall. That's pretty good actually.
Do you think?
Kirby's had a good track record with malls recently.
Yeah.
Very true.
Do you think?
Ellie-
Sorry, I was gonna say. Do you think they'll have multiplayer in this at all? Because the previous 2D Kirby outing on Switch,
Oh.
every previous Kirby 2D outing on Switch has had multiplayer. But this game, in its original form, did not have multiplayer.
I
If they
think-
do, I
I
think
think
it'll
they
just
might
be
have.
like. Sorry, you go
I was
first.
I was gonna say I think they'll have little brother Banana D mode.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. They might just like they can honestly do what freaking anyone here a fan? Hey, anyone here a fan of Rainbow Curse?
Yes, actually.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
You could. There was
I hear what
three.
you're saying.
There was 3 bandana Ds in that, so maybe there'll be 3 little bandana Ds that can come with you.
It's like a red one,
Yeah.
a green one, and a blue one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
they
they'll
did that with
sing
Magalore.
songs.
they
Like,
did.
If there's a Susie mode, they'll have to do that with Susie.
Ah, 4 Susies.
I could see them adding multiplayer. That seems like something that'd be like, oh, there's like a new draw of the game. Finally. Yeah.
They love having
I don't think it
multiplayer
would be.
in these modern games too.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
it'd be 2 Kirby's too, just because I think it's so like single player focused.
Hmm.
Like they'd probably
think
just
it'll
want to
be
have one
two-player.
Robobot thing at a time. You think
Probably
just 2
Bandana
players?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just have to see. A lot of interesting questions coming up.
Yeah.
And Kirby,
It's a great discussion.
Bandana D can ride on the mech and he can throw spears.
Oh right.
Oh, that'd be an
pretty
awesome
much,
addition.
very much just like in Forgotten Lands. So I if I like to imagine if they do them all, they'll have find out with like clever names or like, oh, this character runs this kind of stat, like Bandana D's Presso, Magalor's Magalor's Charms. Or
Magalore
whatever.
can't be in this. He
That'd be
needs a
really-
break. He needs to take a break. He's had a long day.
No, he's
Listen.
he's like the favorite now.
They're gonna have like Kyne's like cookie store.
Oh,
That'd be a
cute.
really
But,
funny
like-
contrast to have in this game about like a mechanized takeover of the world, but then you just have like a handful of like fan favorite characters just being like, guys, it's okay. Just having their own businesses at the mall. Magalore would, I think he'd be fine with it. I
He
think
probably would,
he'd
honestly.
set up a store.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, we're going to mall now. I'm into this.
What if
Yeah.
like one of the there's like one of Kirby's friends, like Adeline Grimm is there, like, hey Kirby, Susie told us to take in currency, whatever that means.
Uh-huh.
Like they have no concept of currency, but Susie told them, oh, you get this little finagle thing and then get back here. And that's how it's called currency. And then you give it back to me.
And then
I
if
would
you,
love more customization for Kirby and the Robobot.
Yeah.
Like I love the stickers how
yeah.
you could like slap
Oh,
decals
yes.
on the Robobot. If there was more stuff like that,
Oh,
maybe
There should be,
maybe
like, more
bring back
slots.
spray paints for Kirby himself. I would like to see
Yeah.
that.
wasn't.
Yeah.
I feel like there's been like 3 Kirby games where they left like color changing in the files and then didn't put it in. I know. I know it's like I think it's in Forgotten Land. Like there's like data for Kirby to change
Yeah,
colors, and they
yeah.
didn't use it. I remember something like that.
That
Right.
regular show Mordecai pisses me off. I wanna change Kirby's color. He's such a fun character to play with the appearance of.
This game actually, I'm remembering this game did have
Wait.
some light color changing for Kirby. With
Yeah,
the amiibo
it's the
thing.
amiibos.
Oh,
Yeah, are they gonna bring back the
Right.
amiibo costumes?
They probably
ugly
will.
ass like DDD Kirby.
oh.
Oh.
They probably will. Honestly, the Hal's like probably yeah, whatever.
There's probably gonna be some new ability. Maybe they're gonna put this. They could easily put in the mecha ability from Return to
Right.
Dreamland.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. That'd be fun to see.
There's something really
I-
funny about the remake abilities in Return to Dreamland and how they're very clearly designed after the fact of the first game. They all feel like, you know, this is like a superstar-esque moveset with a handful of moves that do everything, you know, like this ability is like 2 or 3 abilities combined. It reminds me
Yeah.
of, you know, the Smash Bros problem where DLC characters are sort of overtuned in certain ways, but it's fun.
Uh-huh.
It gives you a reason to return to a remake.
I think it's
To
kind of
Dreamland.
funny that the mech ability was just kind of okay, but then the sand one was like completely broken. It was like pre-release, like everyone like thought like the sand one will probably just be okay and the mecha will be crazy. It was like no, the sand one's like how I beat the arena. I'm pretty sure.
Does sand have
Wow.
like an intangible like duck or shield or
Yes.
something?
Yeah,
Of course it
You
does.
just turn into sand.
and it's got some like really. I think it's got like this crazy tornado move, or they had like one really crazy move it could do too.
My pet
No,
Kirby
yeah.
turning into sand because I was 5 minutes late with the wet food.
What?
Was it back?
Pet Kirby owners know.
Okay.
By the way,
Pet Kirby owners know.
where do you saw Mordecai?
What?
Where do I what, Mordecai?
Tyler, you said you hate that you hate that Mordecai image, and then I just have no idea what Mordecai you're talking about.
No, I said that the lack of spray paint in the new Kirby games, regular show Mordecai pisses me off.
You blanked me off.
You planked me.
You're a plank.
Okay. I got scared. I was wondering if you were seeing things too.
No, you're a plank.
Get into whatever you're talking about. We can all be planks.
Okay, Rigby. Oh wait, I can say that here.
All right. Well, the Joy-Con Rumble.
Yeah.
The Joy-Con Rumble possibilities will go crazy for this game. Well, speaking of games,
Yeah.
anyone looking forward to the? Okay, this is just a weird brief news bracket. I just feel like we need to bring up.
Do it.
So have you all heard of the Netflix show Secret Level?
Yes.
Yes.
I
That's
heard
the one with the Concord
Yes.
episode.
Have you all seen the Pac-Man one they're doing?
Oh,
They released a
it's
trailer
so
for the Pac-Man
strange.
episode of Secret Level.
Yes.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I have.
Why did
It's
they?
kind of
Why did they make
it's
this?
kind of incredible.
Why are they making
it's-
this?
It's so stupid. It's I want to watch it though. I want to watch it so bad.
I just looking at this. It's like, why is this Pac-Man? Like,
I
here's
don't
the-
really know what I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. Really, I want to find out like how this was made. So this is an anthology TV series
Mhm.
where each episode is based on a different video game. So
Yep.
there's an episode based on the discontinued PlayStation Concord game.
Yeah, baby.
There's an episode based on Mega Man, which they showed footage of.
Oh, real quick
It
about
looks like
that
a
one.
scarier version of
Real
the
quick.
Astro Boy movie.
Real quick about that Mega
Yeah.
Man one. A review of this show came out, very negative. The Mega Man episode is only 5 minutes long.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Okay, well, I mean, why would we want any more of that?
And it's a bunch of animated shorts by different artists. I'm pretty sure.
It's
Uh-huh.
kind of like Love, Sex, and Robots, but with gamers.
I am
Yeah.
looking forward to it for one reason, and it's that there's a Spelunky episode, and I love Spelunky.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
It's also probably the most like niche thing they
Faithful.
have.
What does it look like?
It
Is
looks
just-
it looks pretty good. It's not like realistic. It's like it's kind of toony. It's kind of wacky world with it.
oh, Toonie? Oh, okay.
Let me
I'm
look up
listening.
Secret level is Spelunky.
The review also mentions that the last episode has like a crazy sequence where a character gets chased by guys from Warhammer, and then Kratos comes out and tries to kill her, and then Sackboy's there, and it's like Ready Player One.
Really?
Yeah.
And Sackboy makes
Oh
a
my
scared
gosh.
face.
It's a Sony Explosy. The Pac-Man one specifically seems like they just like gave it to like a random director. Just like, I don't know, it's Pac-Man. Whatever. Because what is this trailer? It's like there's like a cloaked guy
Yeah.
that has no nose, and I don't even know what the plot of it is. He's like running around a desert or something. And the only imagery from the Pac-Man games is the cherry.
apparently the director had to like be begged to add that cherry. Apparently, like he was like adamant about not adding the cherry. Like,
Yeah, can I find-
this,
Oh my god.
this director like
I-
had this like movie idea in his head for like 20 years. It was like, hey, do you want to make a Pac-Man movie? Sure.
Yeah, he has to like retrofit his masterpiece manuscript into this Pac-Man idea. Because this is like the biggest job he's had in 20 years. Yeah,
Which means-
probably.
They'll never know
can't
it's my awesome script, Desert Boy.
Nobody will believe in my film. Maybe when they watch my Pac-Man adaptation
I-
of it.
I just something that review brought up that I also agree with. I feel like the problem with this is like an anthology thing. Is like it's coming off the Love, Death, Robots thing, which had a bunch of different art styles and stuff. I think everything except kind of the Spelunky episode basically has the same art direction, and it's like, well, this doesn't feel like a bunch of artists coming together to make. So this feels like, I don't know, like one
Right.
artist making a bunch of things. The
Like,
Concord
here's
episode.
Here's a shot from Spelunky, and it looks fine. The art style's kind of that.
Dude, it's arcane with it.
It's arcade.
Just like arcade.
It's pretty much just arcane.
Yeah, it's the only one that is like textured realistically.
Mhm.
Again, that's just like weird. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna a bunch of artists like do a bunch of like different takes on video games, I'd like to see a bit more like artistic variety there, because otherwise it feels like all these like Sony Pictures Presents video game episode.
Like a lot of them just kind of remind me of like the Lion King remake, you know? Like it's just it's animated, but it's got that CGI sheen that makes it look kind of ugh.
CGI sheen? I'm always CGI, baby.
What about
Sorry.
CGI
Press
that button.
I'm just looking at like their choices, and aside from like a handful, it seems like a lot of it is just them like also being like self-conscious about the medium itself. Because I think in a lot of cases that like it's just like movie studios and shows just like doesn't really respect like the
Did we
art
get over
within
this?
the game
I thought we already like overcame this hurdle with like the Mario movie and stuff, and like the Sonic movie adding Knuckles.
I guess in the majority of it is still, I would say just a majority of it is still like that, because like you kind of like looking at their choices, like it's very safe, and like they're not really going out their way. I mean, if it was like this is like also being produced in tandem with like Sony, right? Because like if they want to do if they want to do Mario with it, you probably would see like Ape Escape or like Gravity being brought back, or like this is like their opportunity to bring back like their older IPs, to at least reinterpret their styles, but it's kind of just not.
It feels like this sort of thing would have been a huge novelty in like the Smash Bros. Brawl era, like 2008, 2009.
Okay, maybe
when that Mario image came out with like Mario with the realistic hair.
Maybe a bit into the Wii U era. Maybe
a little bit into Nintendo's soulful Wii U era.
Right, of course.
Sort of really hit the mark. But we're a little too, late stage capitalisty in the video games industry right now for this sort of thing to feel super good.
I thought
we were built by these worlds,
especially with the Concord.
The Concord episode is the big
It's got that stank.
Apparently, the Concord episode ends on a tease for more, too, which is really.
We're gonna lose another $5 billion.
Yeah. What IP will be next to get thrown in the wood chipper?
The Concord one is weird because like all these seem to do like weird reinterpretations of the games. The Concord one is just like a short that's like just a like a cinematic they would have released for Concord. Basically, it looks like
they're gonna end
it
the
really
show
is.
with like the Mario movie ending where you see Yoshi's egg and then the screen cuts to black and you hear Yoshi. It's gonna be a yellow egg, and the screen cuts to black and you hear Ape Escape.
I was gonna say it's gonna be like a little robot egg, and Astrobot will come out of it.
Yes. Never mind. I am dialed in for season 2.
Another thing, the thing about this series of short for Secret Level in particular is that like it is like I would say years late into the fray, because this is kind of thing where like a video game being reinterpreted has been done before with like the introduction of YouTube and animations and Newgrounds and all that.
That's true. Newgrounds beat them to the party.
I don't know. Earlier, it's earlier than Secret Level. That I'll say, but I would just say in general, like people already been making reinterpretations.
Kevin Hart is in this. Sorry, I was looking at the cast. Kevin Hart is in this.
Oh, cashback. Yeah, you know
what? Concord?
No, in Secret Level.
Oh my God,
he's somewhere. You got to find him.
I don't know.
Which one he's in?
It just says he's in it.
Okay. You have to watch and find out.
Mr. X.
Isn't he going to like jail soon or something?
What? Kevin, what did he do?
We'll find out.
Was his role in Secret Level that bad?
No, yeah, real ones no. Alleged, possible. Well, there's no real allegations yet. I don't know. Never mind.
What are you
Never mind.
talking about?
I'm talking about freaking P Diddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you thi-
coming soon.
Do
To
you,
secret level.
do you think, like, if this show gets a second season, which it definitely will, think we'll get a
Yes.
do you think we'll get a Sonic episode?
Oh my god.
It's gonna be like Ugly Sonic.
I was
He's,
gonna
like,
say,
coming-
yeah. They'll do like the ugly Sonic episode.
Oh, there'd be a man called like the runner, and he like wears
Oh,
he has like a
he's
blue helmet
blue
on.
Jump. Yes.
That'd be pretty cool. And he's like, I have to run for my father, or something.
His father's Eggman.
Or maybe he's like engaged. And he has he has to get his wedding ring from his fiance or something. His fiance has died, and all he has to remember her by is the ring.
Oh my god. Yeah, the ring. One ring to rule them all.
Yes.
And the Eggman murdered his wife.
Oh, yeah, the
Spider
dastardly
80.
Eggman.
No,
Eggman has
they're-
stolen his ring.
Oh my god, they're gonna
Finally
go
gets
like
the ring.
they're gonna
and
go like
he-
deep.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say they're gonna go for a deep cut instead of like Amy. It's like Madonna from like the concept art.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then the
Now
egg,
that's a callback.
the Eggman who's like the Don. He's got his like goon. It's like, let me introduce you to Knuckles, and like the guy comes out like banging his knuckles. You're like,
Oh my god.
Oh, they're like
Yes.
brass knuckles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude. And then the Goomba from the original Mario movie comes out with his little head.
Yeah.
And then Orbot and Cubot, exactly as they are, come out.
Yeah.
But with,
Oh, man, and, like-
CGI orange and blue lighting.
Yes.
They care about the fans.
Oh man, and there's like a neighbor kid, a smart neighbor kid named Miles. Is like, hey, what's your name?
Oh my gosh.
Call me
yes.
Miles, but you know, my friends calls me Tails. That's like a stinger.
Yes.
Say that again.
I think maybe he's like the little kid neighbor who like, I want to come on your adventure, the runner. It's like, no, sorry, kid, you're just too young. Maybe he uses his technology at the last second. And then that's where how does he get the name Tails though? Maybe it's like I've got a lot of stories to tell. They call me Tails.
That's his code name. That's his code name.
Codename
that's
Tails,
his
yes.
Cinema. It's cinema.
Codename Tails.
Okay. Yeah, I think we've Oh, what?
And then to hit that shadow, it's like, Maria. Huh? Haven't heard that name in a long time. And it shows
that?
like they're like at the bar, and like there's
Uh-huh.
Shadow, who is the Dark Runner.
The Dark Runner.
And season 2
yeah.
of the secret level ends with a black red spotted egg. And the screen cuts to black. And you hear, damn, not here.
when Don Eggman goes, you wanna meet Mr. Snively. When Snively comes out.
Snively.
You don't want to mess with Mr. Snively.
It's got all the deep cuts that everyone's been asking for.
Everyone's been
God.
asking for.
Oh no! Like the runner kills Eggman, but his nephew Snively survived, and he's hiring an assassin, and it is Shadow. So that's how we work it.
Oh,
That's
I
how we
think-
work it in.
I think what they should do is when Jim Carrey doesn't want to do the Sonic movies anymore, Agent Stone becomes Snively.
Okay, and he shaves his head.
It's a solid plan.
All right. I don't want to talk about this show anymore.
What? And then Uktar shows up.
Yeah. Congrats. I think we've mined this concept for all of its comedic potential.
I think we've picked all the cherries out of the proverbial Pac-Man bush.
Well, speaking of
Yes.
animation,
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this happened 2 or 3 weeks ago now. But the show got delayed. Don't delay the show. They have the Millhouse's voice actress name looking up right now.
Pamela Hayden.
Pamela Hayden. Kind of out of nowhere, I would say. Like they announced she will no longer be on the show. She's retiring as Milhouse. I believe her final role as Milhouse was the Halloween of Horror they did recently.
Yes, it was. They announced her retirement like 2 days before that episode aired, and they said that was going to be her last episode.
Yeah,
she has like 2 lines in the whole thing. So it was very much. It just kind of seemed like there was like an interview where she talked about it, where she just basically said like she just wants to focus on other things, which is fair. I mean, she's been voicing Milhouse. I mean, we've talked about this show a lot.
Yes,
on the podcast. About how long it's been going on. And this is kind of like the first time we've really seen an actor voluntarily just leave from the show and like for good, like on their own terms.
It almost happened with Harry Shearer once, but this is the first time it like fully went through.
Yes, and I know like Maggie Roswell, I think, like was off the show for a little bit, but she came back. Like usually it's like a payment dispute sort of thing. This is the first time where it feels like just a case of like this show has actually been going on for so long that people just want to move on from it. Well, on the acting side at least, which is really interesting. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of big news in the Simpsons world, I'd say. You know, there's been a lot of discussion in the Simpsons world.
Are there?
What I want to know is, are they going to run out of episodes first, or are they going to run out of voice actors? I am imagining like a Simpsons season like 47, where only like Homer and Bart are left. Well, Bart, are you ready to have another boat adventure like we did for the last like 5 seasons?
Lilith in the chat saying this traumatized Seep, it gave him nightmares. I actually did have a dream. I dreamt that I woke up the day after watching her last episode, and I looked in the mirror and like my hair had turned gray, and I realized I was like so stressed out about Pamela Hayden retiring from The Simpsons.
Your hair turned blue, and your pants were flood pants.
Oh my god!
Big round red glasses on.
I had been chosen. I was selected.
But for some reason, you try to scream, but no sound comes out.
Oh my god, that's like horrifying.
Oh my god.
But yeah, they haven't formally announced a recast, but I imagine that's what they're going to do. I think even Pamela said that that's probably what's going to happen. I would be shocked if they retired Rod or Todd and Jimbo and Milhouse.
Because a lot of the characters they've had to like write off are characters that were definitely like important, but like they tend to be adult characters a lot of the time. They tend to be more okay with getting rid of like adult characters than like kid characters. Like what?
Milhouse on-screen death incoming.
Can you imagine?
Help!
They've killed off Edna when her voice actress died, and they killed off Maude when there was that pay dispute. But when Martin's voice actress died, they recast Martin, and I imagine what he was saying. They seem less like willing to like write kid characters off, like not just like kill them off, like just, like even write them off. I think it's just because like Bart, the world of Simpsons adults is like really vast, right? Like there's a lot of Simpsons adult characters, but, like the main kid characters are kind of much smaller when you think about it. Like there's like Bart, Milhouse, Martin, Lisa, Rod and Todd, and
the bullies.
And that's kind of it.
Yeah, Milhouse would be a big loss to write off because that's literally Bart's friend. Like that's his designation. Bart would just not have a friend anymore. And I think they just like him too much. Like they use him too much for him to be gotten rid of. So I have been kind of wondering how exactly they're going, like what we can expect from a recast. Because it's happened a couple times before. We've got a few recastings, whether it's for, you said with Martin.
You're forgetting about the twins. They're like crowd filler characters. Sorry, that's mean.
I mean, they were also voice replaced too.
They were they?
Yes, I'm forgetting her name. The actress for Martin.
Yes, Minnie Mouse's voice
she
actor.
also voiced Sherry and Terry.
Okay.
So, and something
Rusty Taylor, sorry.
Yes. And if I want to like kind of track their patterns with how they recast, it seems like the actors they go for, they don't usually go for like, I guess like amateur impressionist types.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like Family Guy, I'd compare it to. Like with Cleveland,
got
that
a
was
YouTuber.
someone. Yeah, they just found someone on YouTube who's just really good at a Cleveland voice and just went with him because he sounds like pitch perfect. Well, the Simpsons, they usually go for more. I think they pull from like experienced actors a bit more. Like Rusty Taylor was replaced with Gray Delisle, who is an extremely prolific voice actor. And Kevin Michael Richardson replaced Dr. Hibbert.
That makes sense.
So I'm thinking that if we get a new Milhouse, it might be someone who's like a very prolific voice actor who would be able to soldier on voicing multiple characters.
They're gonna make Harry Shearer do it.
Oh my god. No. Well, what I'm thinking, basically when I got to this train of thought, I think my first destination, my first conclusion was that there's a possibility that Milhouse's new voice actress could be Tara Strong.
No!
That would actually make. I'm just imagining like that's not. I'm not saying it's going to happen. But I'm saying that's a very real possibility when you consider the kind of like actors they would employ to take on this kind of role, and they probably want someone with decent range to be able to voice, because Pamela Hayden voiced multiple characters. I think
I can't handle this. She voices like 87 characters in multiverses. She's voicing too many characters right now. I can't handle anyone Tara Strong. I can, and it's making me mad. Oh, I don't want this to happen.
Tara Strong Jimbo. No. Someone get at her on TikTok. We need to get like a fan rally behind this.
You're so right, but I'm so mad.
Personally, I'd like to see Roger Craig Smith take over the role of like every side character that gets replaced.
Okay. Yeah.
Make a real regular show.
He could do Dr. Hibbert.
Do you think he could voice the gun commander? That'd be a pretty good show of his range.
Here's my suggestion for like a replacement Milhouse.
Okay.
The voice actress for Tails.
Colleen O'Shaughnessy.
Yes.
Okay, you think she should?
I can hear it.
Think they'll reach an olive branch out to the Sonic franchise, maybe? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Olivia Olsen.
Ryan, what's your dream pick for professional voice actor to replace Milhouse?
I don't know why I said Olivia Olsen, just like impromptly.
Olivia Olsen? I don't know if I can imagine.
I want to bury Bart in the ground.
Maybe we should audition.
I think you could do it. I think you could do it, Seep. You could be Milhouse.
You think I could voice Milhouse, Jimbo, and Rod/Todd?
Rod/Todd. Yeah, both of them.
That's what she said in her. Oh, we didn't even talk about her retirement video. They recorded like a legacy video where she announced her retirement, where it was playing like this epic, like emotional orchestral music where she's talking about how important like Milhouse is and how much of a he's just such a fighter. I think there's a little bit of Milhouse in all of us.
True.
He's playing the most beautiful music you've ever heard while you watch Milhouse pick himself back up.
Dick Chucky.
I cried.
I believe that, honestly. I completely believe that.
Yeah. I could see myself shedding a tear over something like that if I was in a very specific emotional state.
It would imagine how much harder it would have hit though if like they actually killed him off.
In my moment of weakness, the Simpsons got me.
And then they showed that video.
Grab my hand.
Bart, no.
Every time you do this, I'm imagining Milhouse getting kicked under like the wheel in Infinity Train.
Does she do this a lot? The Bart grab my hand.
This is the first time I've heard this bit.
Okay.
Imagine the Millhouse funeral
was-
episode where like Skinner goes, "I never told him that he was my favorite student."
Oh man. Oh, the
Milhouse is
waterworks.
dead?
The waterworks.
Yes.
Here's how I'm gonna like.
Haven't we've put this on the screen? We can't do this
Yes.
again. Is
Listen,
this what you said? Tails' voice actress should voice Millhouse?
I get this on screen.
Listen, you don't have to put in the whole image. You could just crop it to just the tails.
No,
Millhouse,
no. Let me
Listen,
At least
I
get
can't find
Slinky in there.
My God.
get it on screen.
Listen, I just feel like no. I feel like the tails voice is there also, but also I would just think it'll be really funny at the same time.
If
For
you real
this
funny
course.
reference to this image, this
No.
specific image that
So-
you conjured up
So,
from your mania.
So, kind of on the topic of like, you know, this is our first, like, I think, you know, like we said, first full step down about like a Simpsons voice actor. Yuji Kanda Forever in the Discord asked, "What Simpsons character do you expect to be recasted next? Who do you want to see recasted? Hard mode? No Marge."
Uh-huh.
And I think just get out of the way. Like, bless her soul, she can't do Marge anymore. The years of doing that voice has completely destroyed her. And I can't. It's like
completely destroyed her.
no, it's like it's a hard voice to do, and she's getting older. Like I don't have any ill will towards her, but like it's actively hard to watch some episodes with Marge in it sometimes now. I think like you kind of need a new fresh breath there. The other one that comes to mind is, dear Lord, Mr. Burns might be even worse now. I think modern Mr. Burns is really hard to listen to for me.
He's just totally lost the voice. Like he doesn't sound like ragged or anything, but like it just no longer sounds like Mr. Burns.
Yeah, that's the one I would want a full recast on, I think.
Also, Ryan, did you saw the Pac-Man?
Oh, let me put your Pac-Man on screen. What you see?
I just felt it needed like a proper artistic rendition of like them actually using Pac-Man.
Steve, do you have an opinion on this? Like Simpsons recasts?
I don't know. I guess I would pick Harry Shearer, mainly because he has to voice a lot of characters. And it is kind of, it's reaching a point of like convergence where I think he has lost a lot of range. And also I just don't sense a lot of enthusiasm from him in general.
I thought he'd done like multiple
as like
interviews
someone on the show.
where he's like said like I hate being on here now, basically. He said something like that. Like he's been very public
Yeah.
about like not enjoying being on the show that much anymore.
And I think at least with Julie Kavner, like I don't really sense that from her.
No. I think hers
She's
is
had
age.
to like
yeah.
change how she does it. It's age, but it's not like it doesn't sound contemptful, I guess.
No, yeah.
I think Harry Shearer, I could reckon if I could be like speculative that he would welcome a way out. You know, if he just got like a massive Simpsons pension and like a Disney Legacy Award. I think he'd be fine stepping down. Because aside from that, I mean, everyone else, like every actor, you can hear their age to some extent, but I don't really like.
Dan
generally bother me
Castellaneta
too much.
sounds like he can do this show for another 30 years if he wanted to.
He's
Like he
just
sounds
Homer.
older. Yeah, but it's still like, I mean, there's a thing like, even when you can tell some of the voices have changed, like you can kind of still hear when they're into it. Like I
Yeah.
think he's still into it. I think Hank Azaria is not even like in this conversation.
No, this show is his life, basically.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess just Harry Shearer, just across the board. Like I don't know if there's like a specific character. I think Burns is probably the weakest one right
It's
now.
so bad. Like I've listened. I like seen some like scenes with him in it recently. It's really bad.
But yeah, I think we are at a point now. I think the Great Millhouse recasting, I think, is going to spell that we are going to see every single Simpsons actor recast at some point. I think even after the show ends, like I think the Simpsons as characters are going to persist in some form.
Right.
Like 40 years from now, they're going to be like cereal mascots, and we're going
Need
to
a new
need
Butterfinger commercial.
right. They're still going to show up in commercials. I think they've definitely crossed that threshold where they're just kind of going to be in popular culture forever. And I think there is going to be a point where we do have like a newer, younger set of Simpsons voice actors for like promotional use.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the step one of that, and I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'd say it's kind of a crazy thing to see, but I mean, it's a show that's been on for so long.
Yeah.
It's not like surprising necessarily. It's just kind of like, oh, you know,
It was bound to happen. It was like this event was bound to happen. It's just like, oh well, I guess it's finally happening.
a canon event. Maybe she was visited by like the Multiverse Council, and she was like advised to step down because it's like it's part of her like fate in the tides of the multiverse.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be like awesome if that happened?
Let me ask you a question real quick to end this conversation off. If
Okay.
you had to put money down on which of the family members, like the main Simpsons family member, would get recast first, who do you think it would be?
Yardley Smith.
Probably Bart.
No, Yardley Smith is a joke because she has probably the least demanding role in the entire show.
Lisa, yeah.
Yeah.
She only does Lisa, right?
Do they still
Yeah,
use
yeah.
Lisa?
They do. She has episodes. She's like
Elon Musk is the greatest living inventor of our
Well,
time.
possibly. She said possibly. Give her some wiggle in there. Possibly the
I'm
greatest.
glad they threw that possibly in there.
It just as a contingency. She said possibly.
Have they like been like very clearly like public about hating making that episode? Like they like joke about it later.
Yeah, they've done at least one Elon Musk joke since then. I think we're due for more because he's not getting less embarrassing with time.
Yeah.
With each year we're not on Mars.
Also, someone also pointed out he's clothing his kid too closely now. After you know what happened in New York.
What? Oh,
He's
yeah.
holding his kid as a shield. They made a joke about him. Like I think like a lot of the shows he was on, the people who like hated doing it, except the South Park guys, like they were actually friends with him.
Good
course he
talk.
was.
Remember
Such a
Elon
big-
Tusk?
That was bad.
That was nothing. That was
You think Justin
The most nothing thing.
Roiland watched like, hey guys, I'm gonna put my friend Elon Musk in the show. Okay, bye. And they're like, I hope we get rid of this fucking guy. I hate him.
I'm Elon Tusk. It affects the whole season. There's Elon continuity. Are you serious, Lilith?
There is. Yeah, it does. It does.
in The Simpsons.
Why is that the one arc they've ever had? Was that in his like contract? I need to affect the Simpsons. We're gonna have a plan. We're gonna affect the Simpsons. I think Elon Musk is gonna step down from the Simpsons. He's the first main family member to step down.
He's in the basement with Bender.
Yes. Oh my god. I mean, isn't Julie Kavner the oldest?
Yeah. I mean, it's
So
probably
I think just
gonna be
like
her.
realistically, yeah, and she's less of a, I don't know. I was gonna say less of an actor, not really, but I mean, like she's got less on her shoulders if she quits,
Hmm.
I guess. So I could see that being the case.
Oh, I know I know what family member we're losing first.
Oh, who is it?
We're losing Roy.
Oh no! Please don't say that.
No.
Please don't say that. I can't lose him. Not again. Not again.
Kids, they should do like an event episode where like, they keep hyping up like one of the family members being written off, and then like the episode airs and it's like Roy is like dead by the end.
Oh man.
It's Roy. I
Who
forgot.
shot Roy?
He's from
He's
Itchy, Scratchy, and Poochie. He's like the cool guy who's just living with them randomly.
Yeah.
Oh,
they do a joke about like adding characters to an established cast, and yeah.
What about Grimly? What about Scrumple?
Scrumple?
Gripple?
He's like a soul like silent character, I think.
I don't know. Remember, it's like, wow, Homer, you're pretty funny. Woo-wee.
Oh, they already recasted him when Justin Roiland got in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good point.
Oh, we. Okay. Everyone give Josh SK their roses for doing the joke first.
I didn't even notice that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, no, actually, every joke you write in chat is formally our intellectual property. Okay.
You signed the waiver.
You sign the waiver when you subscribe to us.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Looking forward to
If you
Tara
wanna-
Strong's. Looking forward to Tara Strong's new take on a legacy character that still pays respect to the original.
It would be really funny if she took over a role after she made that big public stink on Twitter a few years ago about the recast about Powerpuff Girls.
Right.
True.
I think we need to publicly hang anyone who gets recasted in a cartoon. I'm just gonna say it.
You'd best choose your next word carefully, Strong.
Oh no, Knuckles! Knuckles, get
No,
out of here.
we're not doing this again.
Now, hold on. I got a question. When did we do that Knuckles bit?
That was at a specific. That was the Salty DK Dan episode we did this season.
Oh my god.
Okay, it wasn't with Ty.
No. We were talking about.
I have apologies to make.
Yeah, we were talking about Sonic, Tails having to convince Sonic to get vaccinated. And of course you can see how the chips fell from there.
I get it. Sounds like an excellent bit.
Must be a start cast.
Oh, we should have that as like a catchphrase. Oh, must be a start cast. You know, that'd be pretty.
I wanted
quirky.
to mention I was gonna mention a while ago that they name a character Elon Musk in Genshin Impact.
That's great.
They named the
That's-
character
that was-
Leela in Futurama, and she goes, "Fry."
Oh my god, she goes.
Fry.
Hi.
Oh, you have a Fry soundboard.
We have
We do.
Why wouldn't we have a Leela button?
Fry.
That's her iconic
Fry.
catchphrase.
Fry.
It is.
Nibbler.
Fry.
Oh, Nibbler.
Sir. We should have a whole like Leela server where it's all Leela sounds.
Hi.
Oh, little Nibbler.
I do have the soul of Kitty Kong on the jar somewhere.
Sorry. Can you do that again, Seep, just real quick?
What?
The Nibbler. Sorry, Leela.
Leela, I can talk, Leela. I'm
Nibbler?
gonna nibble my way out of this situation.
You can talk. Nibbler?
Oh. Yes, that's right.
That's the Super Mario Advance voice clip when you pull a vegetable out of the ground.
Oh,
Just what I needed.
and when Bender pulls out, he goes, yeah. Who's this? Making these noises.
What?
Next topic.
Uh,
It sounds like your like niece is in the other room and you need to like turn on noise canceling.
It sounds like the other room is like a stairwell.
It sounds like your niece is in the Five Nights at Freddy's vents. It sounds like Balloon Boy.
no.
That's the
Hey,
sound.
hey,
That's the
hey.
sound clip you played to lure Springtrap out of the room.
Don't bring that boy into this.
I'm sorry. That was wrong of me. It was inconsiderate.
I'm still me and Balloon Boy. We're not friends right now.
It's okay. It's fine. I understand. I did not realize the sensitivity of the situation.
No,
I'm
thank
sorry.
you. I'm glad you care. Hey, speaking of which,
kind of an awkward first episode to be on. There's a lot of tension here. I'm sorry.
What's our next topic, Ryan?
anyone can play Anton Blast?
Yes.
You know what? I think this is the first time a new video game has come out and everyone on the podcast has played it.
I think that's literally true. Yeah.
I played
right
a video
guess
game
for this week.
Everyone, I played a video game that came out less than a week ago. Can you believe it? I played something other than like The Sims and
And
Sonic.
it's not
Generations.
it's not Kirby or Sonic.
Yeah.
You didn't just play this. You played it early.
I got an early access like review code of this game. And so this is I need to disclose that before we start our review of Anton Blast. I will say the devs gave me a special review code. And you know, here's our review. Our non-biased review. So yeah, Anton Blast is a new game from Summit Sphere. That's the company, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, they say at the start of the game.
Yes, that's right. And it's a new game, heavily inspired by the Wario Land series.
That might be true.
Sort of similar to you might have heard of a smash hit phenomenon, Pizza Tower, that came out.
That's
had a similar
that's his lover
root inspiration. His lover Peppino.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made that once.
Now, actually, I've never played Pizza Tower still, so all my opinions of this game are in no comparison whatsoever to Pizza Tower or honestly Wario Land. I think the last Wario Land game I played, I was like 11 years old, maybe.
I might be the same.
Honestly, they have the same like base inspiration, obviously, but they're super different games.
Yeah,
right, of course.
Because the thing I would make note of is there are a lot. Wario Land's not actually that fast paced, all things considered. It's very slow. But Anton Blast and especially Pizza Tower are like absurdly fast paced. That's where I would say like the big difference is. But I'll go on.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let's see. I don't even know where to start. I mean,
it got graphics.
It does got graphics. So it's a game.
Down.
Great graphics.
I think the first thing that really jumped out to me about it is that it's got really strong art direction.
I've called it on multiple occasions Game Boy Advance core.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's very dedicated to sort of replicating, like it looks very close to the Wario Land 4 kind of style. It's got a lot of like sprite scaling stuff where like they did that a lot of the Game Boy Advance. Like that was like when they could first like rotate sprites and like change their shape.
I think I described the game on multiple occasions as feeling like a game on a console that's supposed to like show off like all the things the console can do. Kinda.
No, I do get that sense. And along with its kind of its video gamey homage stylistic roots, the character design and just the general vibe of the game is very very much like a loud 90s cartoon.
It's so cow and chicken. It is
very
Cartoon
cow and
Network
chicken
as hell.
The first character you see is basically like it's like a big booty devil character.
Yeah.
Very inspired by the red guy from Cow and Chicken.
And like Adventures of Sonic Robotnik.
The main villain of this game is like if the red guy from Cow and Chicken and Robotnik from Adventures of the Sonic Hedgehog like made love and had a beautiful baby, basically.
It's the perfect combination for the villain of the game. It's so good.
Yeah.
On top of that, I have gotten confirmation from one of the developers that Annie's voice acting is supposed to just be Beavis from Beavis and Butthead.
Explains why she coughes so much.
I've been playing as her for my whole playthrough, and the cutscenes are extremely funny when you're playing as Annie.
Honestly, sorry,
Anton kind of gives a little butthead too, especially in the first scene where he's like talking to Brulo.
You bastard.
Very similar speech mannerisms.
I both cutscenes. I kind of swap between the two. Both cutscenes I've got so far, the shopkeeper one, the one where you meet the red guy. I've had Annie out for both of them, and it's really funny that she just seems so uninvolved with everything going on. It's like she meets the red guy, and he's like, "Can you bring Anton out?" And she's like, I don't know.
That's really good. Oh yeah. So your central kind of move here. You got a big freaking hammer, and that's your whole thing.
Mace.
This is or a mace if you're playing as Annie. And basically the name of the game here is you're smashing everything. Anton's like a demolition man. So you're smashing boxes and crates. It's a very, I think what stood out to me, this game's like it kind of has a bit of a learning curve to it.
Yeah.
Because it's very erratic. If you don't like screen shake, you might like vomit in the first 5 minutes of this game. Because it is a very like
turn it off.
You can turn it off, but it is a very like by default, it's a very aggressively shaky game. I haven't turned it off at all, just because I think I want to subject myself to like the maximum blast.
I put
That
it
the-
down
like
to
the
like
developers
1 out of
intended.
5.
Yeah. So definitely, if you're sensitive to that, turn it off. But it is a very. I remember being very overwhelmed because I don't play. I play like easy games.
You play Kirby.
I play freaking Kirby.
The Sims.
The Sims, games where you can kind of take it slow at your own pace. This is a very, I wouldn't call it like a rage game. It's just there's a lot to absorb when you play it. I think it's easy to get overwhelmed because it's also very loud.
Yes.
It's a very loud,
True.
both
There's a lot going
sonically and
on.
visually.
There's
They have
a
like
going
10
on.
different explosion sounds that they randomly play every time something explodes, which is very often.
there's a dedicated screaming button just to make your character scream.
Yeah. I remember on the Twitter they call like, oh, you can make Anton shit himself, and he's just screaming.
This game is kind of like the perfect homage to the type of cartoon that your mom tells you to turn off when she's around.
Yes.
Uh,
It's very
'cause,
like
yeah,
Billy and Mandy.
Yes, very
sort
Billy
of.
and Mandy. I think a lot of I think I could. It feels kind of Ed, Edd and Eddy too.
There's an Ed, Edd and Eddy skin in the game. I unlocked it the other night.
Really?
Yeah. There's a few. Like I got a Shrek one.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I got I got a matching Sonic and Amy. Anton gets an Amy skin, and Annie gets a Sonic skin.
Wait, that's
That
awesome.
rules.
Yeah.
Andy dubbed it Anton's daughter.
Yes, that's right. That's the name of the
In
skin.
reference to the fact that like them like canonizing the idea that like Amy is his daughter.
Uh huh.
One of my favorite skin is like with in regards to like it being a GBA homage. His color he gets like a GBA color palette and based on like the GBA ports of games like Mario Vans and Mario World.
Oh no.
You can
Yes.
you can get
They
a
blow out the colors because of the lack of backlight.
yeah. I got one that's like
Yes.
entirely like the Mother 3 color palette the other night. I got one that is specifically the Wario Land 4 colors. There's a lot of stuff like that. Yeah.
The one downside is that the skin menu is like
Oh, it's
not a good experience.
It's like a Breath of the Wild menu for the skin.
They
Right.
definitely plan to fix it, but you have to scroll through it one by one right now, and it doesn't skip over the locked skins.
yeah.
So it's a little rough to navigate, but they probably have plans to fix it.
There's a lot of freaking skins.
There's 91, I
Um,
think. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the presentation is like unbelievably good. I think the sound design might be one of the most impressive parts to me because they have a mix of like distinct kind of original sounds and a lot of stock cartoon
Mhm.
noises.
Hanna-Barbera, baby. It's so good.
Yes. And they use it very effectively. Like when you do like the ground pound type attack, it has that like missile about to hit the ground sound effect, like rocket sound effect. And then it like explodes when you hit the ground.
My dick.
Is that a line from the game? He would say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
They swear in this game. I thought it was
My
funny.
dick.
Sometimes he says, my balls. It's random. It's like one of two lines.
Oh,
It's
okay.
shifted 10% in
There
either
is a skin
direction.
that's just called Ballbuster.
Oh my god.
It is so funny.
There's
Oh god.
There's a whole league of bosses called Ballbuster.
There are.
That's true.
Yeah.
This game like just looks so much like an era Cartoon Network, and then like they'll swear every once in a while. It's like, oh, it's kind of funny. Just watching like
It's
Cartoon Network
fantastic.
guys go like, oh god damn it, you bastard.
It's
Yeah.
like Cartoon Network meets MTV meets, just whatever you might
It's like
enjoy
Cartoon
with the same
Network and
energy.
MTV like had a baby
So-
and took drugs.
To be clear,
Yeah,
I
no.
I've only the last when I stopped playing this game the other night, I was at the third of the mole bosses, the small ones.
Oh,
that's
me too.
so that's where I am
Mhm.
right now. I want to say though, the second boss, like the second non-mole boss, like the kind of the dragon one, I think it was kind of what it is. That's one of the
Meister.
that's one of the most insane things I've seen in a game recently. Like that entire boss
Yeah.
fight. I like
God, what a boss.
you fight it and then you go inside of it and then you fight outside of it like this like scrolling screen and then you grab it and then like you fall towards Brazil to like crush it.
it's so funny. The bosses are one of the best parts of the game. They're all
Yeah.
really well designed. There's one of them near the end of the game that didn't really wow me as much, but still a fun time.
I didn't love the small mole boss. I thought that was the weakest of the ones I've done so far.
It's too much waiting, but I like the concept. It's really funny.
Right.
Which is
The game
one?
has
Is
it's
the one
the
that shoots
little
rockets at you?
Yeah.
yeah, and like one
Yeah.
of the rockets, it shoots like a barrage at them, but then they like fly back up and explodes.
Yeah, that was like a
Mhm.
Sonic Superstars boss. What did I know?
Yeah.
That's what I
A
thought.
little
Yeah.
bit.
If I had to hit this boss like one less time, I'd give it a pass.
Yeah, it's just it's
Um,
most of the bosses kind of let you wail on them pretty
It's-
good.
Undersea D is right. It is a Pyribbit type boss.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Literally jumps into the background and fires projectiles at you for like 5 minutes.
the bosses are also so fucking Rayman 1 core to me. They're so
Oh, yeah.
they're so fucking like Rayman 1 ass.
In what way? I've
They,
never played Rareware.
so the way the Rayman 1 bosses like kind of sprited like and layered in a very certain way, like they move a very certain way. They look a lot like how the bosses in
Oh.
Rayman 1 kind of move.
Okay, I think I see what you mean.
The default attack, the clutch, is very Rayman Origins to me in
Yes.
nature.
Yes.
A spin move that you can sort of launch into a long jump.
I love-
It's very satisfying.
I love that kind of move in a
And
2D
like,
platformer.
it has
Mhm.
like that boost mechanic for like Crash Bandicoot.
It's so fun to
Like-
just,
Right, yeah.
stack boosts.
Right. It's really cool to see it go up. And it also has like some of the like crate puzzle where you have to jump on it instead of like clutch
You
it.
know, there is Crash
I
Bandicoot
was so bad at
influence.
those.
Definitely. Oh yeah, I remember getting like angry because the game when it starts out and you're still kind of like in tutorial mode, it throws some of like the crate jumps at you, and those are very like if you screw it up, you just can't do it
Yeah.
ever
They're all
again.
super front loaded too. Like nearly all of them are in the first like handful of levels.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was part of like the overwhelmingness of it.
But it is so much fun
like,
to return to
it-
earlier levels after
yeah.
you've played like half or more of the game, because you can really feel the difference in your skill level just from a
right,
few
yeah.
hours. It's
Oh,
fantastic.
and there is a lot of reason to return. This is like a collectible. There's like a lot of collectibles to get in each level.
They're really hidden too. I like
yeah.
I almost
Mhm.
on the playthrough I was doing last night, there was not a single level I got everything in my first try.
No, like same. Like they're very out of the way. It's very difficult. I'm interested to see what the experience of like 100%ing it is like.
There's only 12 levels in the game, but they're very long. Like I can't stress them up. They're much longer than your average 2D platformer level. Like they're pretty meaty. But
They're
also
very, like fully realized and
yeah,
perfectly paced, honestly.
yeah,
They have their own ideas and concepts going on.
but yeah, like they're very long. They have a lot of stuff hidden, so like you're probably gonna be going back once, maybe twice, to like kind of look through them again. And then every level also has a time attack and a combo like mode you can do also.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
I was gonna say
I-
this. I was really surprised when I revisited a level for the first time, and it's like, oh, here's like 4 game modes you can play now.
Yeah.
I got so into like when I started the game, I got really into like the combo mode. I was trying to like do it. It's like, oh fuck. I didn't realize
Oh man.
oh, that's where you go for the second level.
Wow. I haven't even tried the other ones yet, but I have seen. That's a very like Crash Bandicoot kind of thing. I think.
Have any of you found Paul in any of the levels?
Oh, I found him by accident in like the first time you find him.
I found Paul in
I
one level.
haven't, but I've seen him.
I didn't realize, and it's a reference to like Paul in like the first game who is playable.
Now, you do get something for finding Paul in every level. I did learn that. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say what it is, but you do get something.
I like how his sprite is exactly looks the same way he did in like the
Yeah.
first, in at Tom Ball Deluxe.
Oh yeah,
So
I found
retro.
one Paul. So there's like multiple Pauls to collect.
Yes, and if you find him in every level, you do get something. It's really funny. I do get spoiled
Okay.
on that. It's super funny though.
It's that one door that you try to enter and it says like 0 out of 12.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, I guess I'll go for the Paul percent. Yeah, I still haven't beaten this game. I've played a good amount of it, like at least like 6 hours. And think I've done like 9 or 10 of the 12 levels.
Okay.
Because yeah, like you're saying, they are very long, and each one is kind of the whole, like each level is its own, I guess, contained concept, basically. This is really fun. Like there's one, I really like the bathroom, the bathhouse.
Oh, that
Oh,
one's
That's my
insane.
favorite in the whole game. It's extremely funny.
It's literally like the bathroom.
Right, yeah. There's like a horror story or something about like an infinite like pool house or
The
something.
pool rooms.
Yes, yes.
Pool
And
house,
it's
where
kinda
are you
themed
so
after that.
cool house?
which of course has now been sort of cannibalized into the extended Backrooms lore after the fact,
Of course. Entities galore.
Titties
Mhm.
galore.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know what much else there is to say. I have to say about Anton Blast.
The music's really good.
The
Music is very good.
fantastic.
Its humor is amazing.
Oh, I love.
It's
A really funny game, yeah.
I love the gag. There's this character in the game, and his only role is to show up at every level to like die by your hands.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's Danton, and apparently you could like check with his wife, who is like the insurance broker, keeps track of like the stuff you do in the game, and you can see how many times you kill them in the level.
Yeah, there's a husband
mean-
maimings meter that you can.
Yeah.
For Ryan's sake, can we get a picture of the wife character on the screen?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
It does. She does look like a Ryan character.
What do you
It is a Ryan
mean?
Bate
Fine.
character.
Give me
I'm
a
sorry.
second.
She's like a
Ryan
blue
Bate.
version of the executive from the Animaniacs reboot.
Okay.
They zeroed in. I think they got a little inspiration from you.
For me,
My favorite bit in Anton Blast is one that like pretty much everyone knows about who's, played or watched stuff for the game, but it's before every level you get a little, you know how at the start of a Billy and Mandy episode, Mandy shows up and she'll say something in a black void.
Yes,
And
yes.
then the episode starts.
Yes.
Before every level, the devil shows up and he says something. It's fully lip synced, and he has a variety of poses he uses for all these different little lines, and it's super charming. All of them are like really funny. It's just great. It's my favorite thing in the game.
This is a great video game for cartoon lovers. I think
yes,
it's good. I think we're the market for that sort of thing.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah. Anton Blast, buy it now. It's on Steam right now. It's coming to Nintendo Switch in like a week because there's always every game that cross releases with Switch, at least like every indie game, there always is some sort of delay.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
Unfortunately.
It's Friday the 13th, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Which
a
is
Friday.
perfect.
Oh, spooky.
Yep.
So yeah, this will be a great game on the Switch. From what I've heard, Nintendo's been very like supportive of the team and very like helpful with everything.
That's interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I guess they know like, hey, we're not gonna make this kind of game anymore. So you're gonna shut those Wario Land fans up real nice. Thank you.
This was a game they showcased at an indie direct. I'm pretty sure. Like it was headlining in one of them. I think. Maybe I'm remembering wrong.
It's doing great right now, but it's really gonna explode after the Switch release hits, I think.
Yeah.
That's like a good console to like play any games. I play Crow Country on that, and it's such a fun time.
I still
This
need
is
to
a
play
good
that.
console. It's a really
I have a
good one.
long queue of games to play.
Oh,
Crow
man.
Country is Crow Country is shorter than you think. You could like take a weekend on it.
I just might.
No, this is get on this game now. This game's gonna be huge.
Yeah, get on
Yeah.
it before it gets like a big fandom, and then it's like cringe.
Yeah.
And we have to pretend we hate Anton Blast for a year because like because a 14-year-old online was kind of embarrassing about liking it. So now we have to pretend we don't like it until a year until a year after that. Then we can like it again.
Yeah, either
I
buy
would
it
never-
right now or buy it 2 years from now when it's cool again.
I would never
Mhm.
stop making that sloppy style with Annie from Anton Blast. I don't care how much bubble is in her mouth.
Do you all,
Oh yeah.
do you all remember like the solid like year or two people just kind of related. People so badly wanted Undertale to be like the cringe thing, like so badly.
I still remember that, and think of how long ago that was now. That game's next year. That game's going to be a decade old.
That was the year Super Bomb Survival came. Actually, 1 year after Super Bomb Survival came out, 2015, right?
Yes, 2015.
I was like fresh into my like game developer as a career portion of my life.
It's kind of funny because I feel like the thing that shut everyone up about that game being like cringe or whatever is like Deltarune came out. It's like, oh shit, wait, this guy's fucking good.
This is like the coolest game ever.
Ah shit, this series rules. Like you can't even pretend to dislike it anymore.
Yeah.
Kind of related topic, just kind of a Discord question that we got that's related. Hold on, let me pull back up.
Yeah,
I clicked on the wrong chat. To talk about Sonic 3 in the Discord. I keep clicking on that by accident.
You're not gonna make us. We're not gonna talk about Sonic again.
Nope.
Not yet.
Mush asks, after Pizza Tower and Anton have both gotten major success with their Switch ports in Nintendo, do you really see any Wario Land game happening after the success of these two? No. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. And here's my thing. I think Nintendo could make a really good Wario Land game, but I don't know if Nintendo could really match the energy of this. I think the way, because not even like a brand perspective, but like I think Nintendo's design philosophies could sometimes be like get crazy, but like not too crazy. And like Anton Blast and like Pizza Tower are complete balls to the wall insane, like in terms of like visual and music and stuff. Like even
because Wario Land 4 was.
Yeah. But even like Pizza Tower, like this game is like the whole Paul thing, right? Like that whole weird just like gag, like the Paul guy. And I don't know if like it's like that's kind of the stuff that makes these kind of games like weird and special to me. And I don't know if I could see like a Nintendo made Wario Land game. I would say like that, or like all like the weird like rooms like beta stuff in Pizza Tower, like kind of the stuff you could only do when you're an indie dev to some extent, like this kind of stuff.
I definitely get it. There's a level of like beginner friendliness that you kind of have to soldier, like with Nintendo especially. Like that's kind of their whole thing. And this is a very, I would not call Anton Blast like a very beginner friendly kind of game. Like it's like I said, it's very erratic. It's very overwhelming. It's kind of for the mania, so to speak. Like if you're right, if you're into it, then like you already get it, right? It's kind of a game for people who already get it.
It's a game for freaks.
Yeah, baby.
Exactly. So it's kind of like, honestly, I'd say, do we need Wario Land anymore if we have something that kind of caters to that yearning to such a degree?
Nintendo probably feels the same way. I can't see Wario Land being what anybody would want it to be at this point. They've sanded down WarioWare so much lately. It feels more like a kid's show than the wacky original off the wall style of the original.
I kind of get what you mean. Yeah.
I like the accent WarioWare is like I like the characters together. I like to see them all hang out with Wario and stuff. Like it has just a huge cast, and it'd be such a shame to see like another Wario game come out and they're just not there to like accompany Wario.
Yeah, I guess join us for like 20 years from now when Summit Sphere becomes like the fifth largest growing company in the country, and they have to sand down the swear words and the alcoholism.
That's
to
right.
To children.
Wario wouldn't be able to drink or swear. We've gone too good.
They're gonna make Anton pink.
The plot of the game, they're gonna make him woke and pink. The plot of this game is that the devil has stolen all of Anton's alcohol.
Yeah.
In order to lure him into his lair. Like just straight up. They are alcoholics. Him and Annie. What is their relationship? Are they like related?
They're roommates. That's all we know, I think.
Do they work together?
Maybe? They both got big weapons for
workers.
destroying things.
From what I know so far is that like they used to work in like, I know Anton used to like do exterminations and set in one of like the trailers, and he was just there and slowly got like more fucked up, and then they're just workers now, and a lot of Anton has a career change in construction, and his wife is now like an insurance broker.
If Anton's like a demolition man by trade, I feel like Annie's just in it for just the love of the game. Like that's kind of their
Right.
Anton's like really angry, but Annie's just like crazy and just loves destruction. That's kind of
This
their
reminds me
dynamic.
of another part of Anton Blast that I love so much is that the world is like super well realized. There's a lot of like neat background details, certain rules that they've applied to this world, and things they can and can't put in. It feels very. It's like funny dystopian, sort of like Invader Zim was, where
Right, I get what you mean.
It's kind of fucked up and ugly and gross, but it's really charming, and there are areas that are really pretty. It's
What's a
just
specific
lot of fun
insight you have?
concepts.
Oh, the tree, the single tree in the game.
Yes, there's a level where you can find a room where there's just one tree, and the room name. Every room is named, by the way, and a lot of them are just good jokes about like the gameplay or what goes on in the room. It's called The Last One, I believe. And there's no other like living trees in Anton Blast.
Yeah, even in that room, there's nothing to do. Like the sole purpose of that room is just to show you there's just one
It's
tree.
quiet, and it was the first time that I heard the footstep sounds in the game.
Yeah. Oh, same.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep.
Yeah,
it's got the
like
Mario Bros sort of.
It's pretty
every
much
time you
like
take a step.
Yeah, it's pretty much a callback to Anton Ball Deluxe, which is also called back with like the color blocks, which is like those are the blocks they break in the game.
It's so fun. It's
a
lot of the sound design is a mix of classic gamey type sounds, sounds inspired by Crash and Wario and such, mixed with stock sounds. It's really well done.
Yeah, is that Anton Edit official, right? That one's official.
Crash,
right?
yeah.
Yes, that's why they're such a fun. That's why they're so fun. That dev team, because they just like can do shit like this. I think they literally just have like an edited Crash Bandicoot in that game somewhere.
I did. I saw that on the TV. There's like a picture you can get of like Crash Bandicoot like turned around or something. I saw something like that.
He looks like he's got shot in the head.
It's really good.
I haven't got the TV yet, but I like the little extras they gave to the game. I saw the hat cosmetic. That is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I got that.
I think I played a whole level before realizing it. I was like, wait a minute.
I like bought
like a glitch.
I bought the hat. I'm like, where's the hat? Why is it like not on her? Like I saw like the top of the screen. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah. The first one I got was the shutter shades, which do something a little more obvious.
Yeah, that was my experience.
I would like to add also, the menu where you turn that kind of stuff on, smile and shake in my head. It's called toys.
It is called.
Oh yeah.
It's very like Wario. Well, Wario Land 4, of course, but also like Wario where touched in nature.
I just looked at the screen.
Cool image.
I hope you also enjoy the other cool image brought to life.
This and that you just sent here, Rosa. Did you just make this like 2 minutes ago?
Yeah, that's how you tell I'm kind of behind on like the drawings.
No, I mean
Like,
it's
It's really good. But the
enough.
next,
It's a really good wheelhouse.
if you get the reference, you get the reference.
I don't.
Is it not just the Anton Blast character art image?
No, not yet.
It's
You'll
not.
see.
That's what I thought it was.
No.
I thought it was Millhouse if he was a selectable character in Anton Blast.
Well, now I gotta draw that.
Yeah, get on that so we could show
No.
it when we're about to leave. That's a good Millhouse.
Thank you.
Oh, that's great.
That's great, Carl. Wait, don't we have that voice clip?
I don't think we do.
Yeah.
That's not it.
That's right.
That's not it.
No.
Okay. Well, yeah. Buy Anton Blast right now,
Yeah.
or in a week from now, and not 6 months from now, but maybe 2 years from now. That's our official Anton Blast buyer's guide.
You have to be ready for when a 14-year-old on Twitter makes like their LGBT Anton Blast AU, and the wrong guy finds it and goes, "That's it, Anton Blast is ruined," and then we have to pretend we don't like it for a year.
Anton Blast fandom is officially dead.
Or grab my hand. But listen, they can't complain because they literally have Anton like making out sloppy style with Pepino under like Twitter, and I think they overly said trans rights.
Of course.
It helps that the game itself is just so funny.
I'm glad Taco got the reference.
Understood the reference. Well, coming off something we watched or played, we already played this week. Do we want to talk about something you watched or played this week besides Anton Blast?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I got something that.
I thought you were to say I've got 7 things for some reason. I heard some like, is she gonna say I have 7 things?
I mean,
4, 5, 6. I
Do
almost had 7 things, but
No,
I
you
stopped
don't.
myself. No, I almost had 7 things.
to talk
Listen,
about
let me
right now.
Yeah, because some of them are like quick to talk about, but like.
Can you
Oh,
like mention a
actually,
title and like give your like Doug Walker 5-second movie review?
Real quick,
I-
just real quick before we talk about any of this, I just want to read something. They showed some Sonic 3 clips at an event, and I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to talk about Sonic, and we're not going to have a discussion. I'm just going to read. I'm just going to read what the person at the event wrote. All right. Sonic begins running, but Tails has disabled the shields yet. Sonic runs across the Abbey Road crosswalk and then the Buckingham Palace while saying, "Which way to Hogwarts?"
Awesome.
Go on,
Sonic.
Go on, Rosa.
Sharp as ever, free as the wind. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay, so I'm in Crow Country. Okay, that's not. So I've been playing some. Oh wait, I actually do have 7 things.
You can narrow it down to 2. 2. You get 2. You get 2. We can't have you talking about 6 things right now.
Wait, you also have to add what you had for breakfast this morning, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Shit. Okay, this is hard. Okay, so I've been playing some Pizza Tower again as well. I've been playing it through the Azumanga Tower mod, which is a really fun mod that changes like every major character into like an Azumanga character. So you're pretty much Chio running through the tower, who's trying to stop like a Pix's face that is basically Mr. Kimura. It's all well
Is that the
done. It's very
pervert?
funny. Yeah, the one who's like arrested.
You said
Don't
that
worry, it's
so-
not actually him.
You said that
It's
so
just a-
confidently.
It's a vision of him. Well, I've never watched or read Azumanga, so I have a very like basic
Yeah.
knowledge of it. So he's the pervert to me.
Yeah, he's the one that's like retconned.
Nice.
But it's really fun. The bosses are really clever. I like the amount of effort put into it and the amount of jokes that only Azumanga fan will probably get. Like, the perfect screen has like a moment where it references the HD intro of Azumanga, which for some reason has like anti-vaccination message against the bird flu.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I've seen that. I know what you're talking about.
that's like a classic
Yeah,
edit of the intro. I know about. That's a classic.
Yeah, it's really good. It makes a lot of fun references. I like Osaka and Mr. Tadakichi as Brick and Gustavo. It's really cute. It's really fun. I would say if you want to play Pizza Tower again, play like you could try it out with the Azumanga mod. It even has a Tomo update where you could play as Tomo.
The Tomo
Fucking
update.
freak. Yeah, it's really funny. There's some like really good edits in that too. I fucking love her getting stabbed in the head.
All right. Okay, that's
Yeah.
topic 1 of 18. Let's get to number 2.
Oh boy, I have so much to choose from.
Oh, hold on. Raining Cast in the chat. I just saw an image someone did of Tomo and Anton Blast. Can you put that in the Startcast chat right now?
Like the paw a
Please.
little bigger, please. All right.
I've kind of got paid to do that.
Yeah.
The minimum a little bigger.
I guess to stay on top of games, I play Crow Country. That's a really fun time. It's a really good game to speed run once you get into it. But the initial horror of like the vibes is like amazing and immaculate. You should definitely give it a try. And oh my
Crow
god,
Country.
it's pretty cheap. You could get it on Switch, which I played on.
Oh,
It has
this is a
like,
game in the pastiche. Ryan, you talk about this all the time, like disgusting looking like PlayStation 2 games that never get made
Yeah.
anymore. It's kind of in that style.
yeah, it's in the style
Yeah.
of like if like the
Tulip-esque. That's usually what I say, like tulip likes.
Yeah, it's more like the Final Fantasy graphics.
Uh-huh.
Where,
Like the
like,
pre-rendered
like-
backgrounds of
Mm.
Yes,
Seven.
in 3D, which is yes,
They look
it's
really
very good. The environmental details are nice. They're actually like very central to like the puzzle solving. I went in and it's like, ooh, I love solving these puzzles, and I beat it in 2 days. Yeah, the ending is crazy, and a lot of stuff they foreshadow through the unlockables about the ending is like insane. So yeah, I recommend that. I tried Atlas recently. It's nice. The character design is like, well, for the Minna fans.
What is Atlas?
okay.
It's
Wait.
smaller.
Oh, that's the game with all the pear-shaped big butt furry characters. I know what you're talking about.
It's the big butt MMO. Yeah.
Yes.
I missed this
You
one.
could like, from what I've seen, you could do a lot of quests. It's a game definitely made to play with friends. So a warning if you go to the multiplayer server, because there's like one that says the bathrooms and the goon squads, which is like, okay, whatever. I'll rather play with friends. Also, Lily,
From Space Jam 2? The Goon Squad?
maybe. Also, Lilith, I did play through the entire game with like tank controls, but you could just like either use a control stick or the D-pad for tank controls, which are both fine for me. It gets better if you find an unlockable. Back to Atlas. It's really fun. It's a funny time. Atlas is a funny time to play with friends, so
I like the chat comment that says, "I didn't know you were talking about until you said that." The pear-shaped furry big butt game. Immediately now you know what it is.
yeah. Really interesting game. I like the character design. I like the customization. So yeah. Fun fan art to get. You could try if you want. Torio
okay.
2. So next one is DK64 Randomizer. That is a fun
Holy
way of
crap.
replaying.
Wait, is that number
DK64.
5?
Yeah, that is a
Is he
fun
really
way
going to do
of
every single one of these?
replaying DK64. It becomes a Metrovania after that. Recommend.
Okay.
Watch Torio stream. And finally, my recommendations. VTuber Leah Swanhill, crazy one. A lot of short videos, fun recommendation of old games. You should check it out. Raw time and animation, really cute, funny, and
Liot Swanhield.
yeah.
Okay, this is a VTuber.
And also, everyone should like watch Blue Luigi Gaming. He just did an award show. That's really funny. Check it out. You gotta watch some Blue Luigi Gaming. And
Oh my
Nerdy
God.
Prudes Must Die. It's a fun musical. I watch it. It's honestly made in modern day. A recent musical, but I like it. It's enjoyable. Give it a watch. It's on YouTube for free. And that's it.
Wow.
She did it.
Listen, like Lou
That was
said, I
awesome.
watched the good stuff. I watched the good stuff.
Lou said that?
Lou said I would never watch Myth for the podcast, but I would watch anything else.
That is true.
You consume the most media. That's such a bad way
Rosa,
to
you need
put
to
it.
start a blog. Rosa, you are a blogger type where you'd have your own blog where you just type
I
Like,
fucking
Rosa's recommended. You need like an Arlo recommends page. That's what you need.
I should.
You need to make a
Topic Arlo.
Squarespace. Make your own Squarespace.
Actually, no.
Topical.
Actually, I do have a NeoCities, but I haven't like put it together yet. So I need like a week off from Aperture Science to do it. Also, yes, Jenny Jan is also a fun one. I read that. It has Yuri.
Okay.
It does have Yuri.
Now you've mentioned 8 things that you've watched.
Yuri. I'm
Yuri.
there.
Who's that?
Is that King Candy from Wreck-It Ralph?
I also want to announce that keep an eye out this
She's going
month for the first
over.
Yes, the first chapter of It Girl will be coming out by me.
Who?
It Girl.
It Girl.
Or
I thought you said Edgar.
It Girl.
I thought you said Ed
Pivotal
Girl.
Leaf.
That's what Rolf calls Double D after transitioning.
That one got ya.
Yep.
That one got ya.
It's like the idea of Ralph being like so inclusive.
Yeah.
Edgar.
Ed Girl? Ed Boys and Girl?
Someone go next before I say something else.
Okay, yeah, please. Tyler, did you do anything? Have you done anything? What have you done with yourself?
Okay. This week I replayed Banjo-Tooie and 100%.
Oh, no.
Oh
Oh my god.
Don't say oh no. I sipped Banjo-Tooie like a fine wine.
It's just a lot. It's a lot.
I comfortably looked up maps and guides when I got lost, and it was a very enjoyable game. I have a big soft spot for games that sort of bit off more than they could chew in development, and Banjo-Tooie is one of those games that tried to do everything. It's I don't think it's as overall as good as Kazooie. Obviously, Kazooie is the stronger game, but Tooie
it's
is
such a classic. You gotta respect the classic, dude.
It's an impressive game. Like for the Nintendo 64, they have all these crazy like dynamic lighting effects.
Right,
There's,
yeah.
Like Banjo's damn shadow is insane. Where there's like certain effects that make it like longer or project it onto walls behind you.
On the N64, there's dynamic
yes.
shadows.
Yes, it's all
Oh
like
my God.
vertex lighting, but it's really impressive what they did with it.
Yeah, and
I will.
Rare.
Sorry, go ahead.
Rare is really was very technically ahead of his time with the N64. It's just super impressive. The hi, little mini blue Luigi. The
Ryan's getting bored
models,
again.
the models in the game are like very well done. They look the least segmented. I think they got a real handle on it by the time they got to DK64, because like those models are like smooth. You can't tell if they're like segmented at all. You don't really know where they start and end. But go on, Tyler.
DK64 is a little harder to defend for me. I like all the games. I haven't played Donkey Kong 64.
That's one way to put it.
In a long time.
Bro, Donkey Kong 64. Donkey Kong 64 is the game that shaped Rosa as a human being.
Yeah. See, Banjo-Tooie wasn't like fully that for me, but it did sort of inform a lot of my like humor when I was a teenager. And
Oh, that cheeky British humor.
It's very cheeky. It's very British. And I don't know. I like how it takes shots at itself. I like the characters. I like how miserable Witchy World is. That blew my mind as a kid.
Banjo-Tooie
funfair level.
It's kind of like it's kind of like a scary, miserable game in general. Like Bottles dies. Like
The first song you hear is like a minor key version of Spiral Mountain, which are
The opening of that
huge
game
on
is so,
YouTube now.
It's literally like a dark and stormy night. It feels like it's terrifying.
Grunty
It's
runs over and
hilarious.
kills like all the gray Jinjos or whatever.
Yeah, they run over the Gray Jinjo house, and it's like there's a sign next to it that says like this sign is in memoriam of the brave Gray Jinjos.
What the heck?
It's a really funny game.
God.
It's stupid. It takes forever to do certain things. There are jiggies that once you get into the back half of the game and you reach Grunty Industries, I will defend Grunty Industries with my life, by the way. It is the heart of Banjo-Tooie. And I see the vision they were going for. I love how interconnected the world of Tooie is. There's all these connections. Grunty Industries has pipes leading to like 3 different levels. You know, there's like oil from Hailfire Peaks. There's water from Jolly Roger's Lagoon. It's it's a very impressive game, and it's a little rough to get through. But if you like I said, if you sip it like a fine wine, if you look at guides when you have to, it's really enjoyable.
Well,
and
I
like it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Thoughts on Canary Mary?
Okay, I owned the shit out of Canary Mary this time. I figured out the secret is that you press A slowly at the start in Cloud Cuckoo Land, and you just stay right next to Canary Mary. And then when you see the end of the course, you just mash like you normally would, and you win every time.
What is she supposed to be? I'm just looking at her again.
Canary Mary?
Yeah.
She's like,
Is she on the
like
screen
an
right
old.
now?
Yeah.
Okay, in her defense,
Luigi
she was
Gaming.
trapped in like a toxic gas mine until Banjo and Kazooie find her. So she's like shriveled up and old and nasty. the whole thing with her is that she was supposed to die, much like many
Oh my
2D
God.
characters actually.
Why?
do.
Why is this game like this? Why is it such a miserable? Like, oh, Grunty kills Bottles and the Great
That's what happens
Jinjos.
when British people make a video game.
I love it.
I mean,
it's these
Blue Luigi
chunky-
Gaming in the chat?
It's all these chunky Nintendo 64 mascot characters, but they live in this like miserable world. It's genuinely there's not much like it. It's so funny.
Luigi Gaming says, "Put me on the podcast."
Maybe
We'll
one day.
consider it.
I hung out with Blue Luigi before. He's really cool. I watched him like defeat Sudoku with Sonic. and
That's pretty
beat-
cool.
I don't want to be outshined on my first and only guest episode.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. No.
I can't compete.
Yeah, please. Let's give Tyler their flowers for now, and then the party can start next
Hold
week.
on.
Would be putting on Blue Luigi
Well,
Gaming.
I want to ask Tyler. Tyler, do you know about how Bottles wanted to like murder his family in the next game, or like try to murder his wife?
In Nuts and Bolts?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
I know what
it's
she's talking
like-
about. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, it-
remember that actually.
There's a line that where Bottles says, "Oh, they're accusing. Oh, I've been accused of like trying to murder my wife or something like that."
Yeah, I think he's like implied like he ran over his family or something.
Oh,
What's-
Rareware.
Like, I don't know. He's like it's something like that. Like he heavily implies that like he ran his family over.
It's never a good sign when you imply it.
Well, Banjo and Kazooie kind of distance themselves from Bottles after Nuts and Bolts, I think, understandably. Another game that I'll defend with my life, by the way. That game's also incredibly ambitious and impressive.
That game, I just the horrible misfortune of being a Banjo-Kazooie game. Like that's like it's
Yeah.
only like that's like the only reason people don't like it. Pretty much.
the actual mechanics of that game are, I could talk of them, from a game design perspective. I could talk about Nuts and Bolts' like vehicle creation and physics for hours. It's so cool.
Uh,
I did it.
Besides
Spectacular.
Tooie though, I played Banjo Tooie, which is to say I didn't do a lot else this week.
that's fine.
outside of working on Find Everything, my 3D platformer on Roblox.com that you can find at findeverything.fun. Yeah,
Get that in the chat. Put that in the chat.
I mostly was in the Tooie mines this week.
Can someone edit the O.J. Simpson book if I did it,
What?
but with bottles on it instead of O.J. Simpson?
Oh my god, they probably were referencing O.J. Simpson with that.
Oh my god!
What? Do you think? Wait. Oh my
They're
god.
British.
Yeah, I guess the British love.
There's a worldwide phenomenon like The Simpsons, Like,
True.
I don't
true.
think Rare is British. How did they know about O.J. Simpson?
Oh shoot, you're
I'm
right.
about to
You're
go.
exposing
I'm
them.
about to animate my OC fighting Rareware.
There we go. Whose turn is it?
What about you? Do you want to take a turn?
Okay, I'll be pretty quick. I actually just watched a movie that I at the movie theater. that I actually really liked. It's a cartoon movie. It's called Flow. It's basically it's a movie. I think if I could describe it really quickly, it's kind of thematically like The Wild Robot if it actually didn't have dialogue, like everyone like initially thought.
I might like that then.
It's pretty good. It stars this little kitty cat. It's kind of a movie where, like, because there's no dialogue, you don't get a lot of direct information about what's going on. So you very much read a lot from the characters. Like, all the characters are different animals. And one thing I really like that the movie does, it doesn't overly anthropomorphize them. Like something like with Disney, for instance, like often they'll have animals kind of with more human emotions, even ones that don't talk. Like the pig from Moana has very like anthropomorphic facial expressions. But
bacon. Sorry.
That's Moana 2 reference. But this movie has its animals. It relies more on like more naturalistic body language for them, but it still gets their personalities across pretty well doing that, which I really appreciated. It felt very, very carefully done. And yeah, no, it's just pretty good. It's a movie I recommend. It's got some real emotional moments. Like I think I got a little misty-eyed at some point. It's a real journey. It's kind of like a Milo and Otis-esque thing where you're just watching these animals in perilous situations. But it's all cartoons, so you don't have to worry about like behind the scenes animal abuse.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I don't know how much longer this movie's showing for. It's very much like one of those kind of like film festival movies.
It's like Wild Robots. It's got to like release in theaters where it's just very temporary.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying if this sounds interesting to you and you want to see it in theaters, try to go sooner than later. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I mean, the showing I went to, like people showed up for it. But no, yeah, I give it my stamp of approval. It's called Flow 2024. And
I keep looking at the bottom of the poster and just Gens Zilbalodes is the filmmaker's name. It's just a really good name. It's iconic.
You think so? Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's French? Is that? I have no idea. I don't know.
It could be a studio. It could be a person.
Yeah, I did not. I don't have much like behind the scenes research on this. I just kind of saw the poster and I was like, that's cute. But yeah, good movie.
What kind of movie?
That's what I did. Okay, Ryan. Now I've got my like Annecy Film Festival award winner out of the way. What did you do in the past
week? Why are you
week?
trying to like shame me? Like I'm just this like I watched Garfield. Can you imagine? Why's the small one on screen? I like him. No, I'm trying to think. I want to narrow it down. I looked at a few things this week. Should I talk about how I saw Wicked? Does anyone want to hear about how I saw Wicked?
Sure. Yeah.
Has anyone seen the movie Tron?
Now.
Okay, what was your Wicked experience, Ryan? # my Wicked experience. Share it on Twitter, on social media, and on Instagram. Make sure to @ us and tell us your Wicked experience.
I'm just
me leaving the movie theater on my tricycle. That was totally Wicked.
I'm just gonna put this picture of Doofenshmirtz on screen real quick. Okay. Now get ready for this.
Yes.
So if you care to find me, look to the tri-state skies.
I'm glad you're like the one member of this channel that can never be eliminated because it's like your stream.
You're gonna want to save that one for when you're writing Family Guy cutaways in 20 years.
That almost sounds insulting. Like an aspiring to tell like an artist, like an aspiring animator. That's like telling them like they're gonna be flipping burgers. Like, yeah, it's gonna be great when you're working on Family Guy.
Hold on.
I think it would. I think that's a big budget show. They probably make money on that show.
No, they probably no. I think I think they probably have like insurance compared to like working on South Park.
Oh, yeah. Are you gonna have your like South Park labor issues feel?
Listen, if they're hanging out, if they're first with Elon Musk, then
Sorry, I just want to say this is the biggest beef between +2s and -2s I've ever seen in my chat before. Nobody can tell if that was a good one or a bad one.
This is like a civil
+0.
war. I mean, we got a +4 and a -4. That's like kind of
Thank you.
That's
Thank
huge.
you. Thank you. Thank you. I've been here a week. Yeah, I saw Wicked. It was pretty good. It was fun to see, like, just, I don't know. They don't put a lot of musicals in the movie theaters anymore.
right.
So it was fun to just see it on that. I
Did
think
you sing along with everyone in your theater?
not even a little bit. I
The
gotta
Rock said it's okay now.
I gotta say, Ariana Grande is like an actual good actor. I'm just, she's actually like the best like part of this movie. I think maybe.
Even though she's a Hispanic. I'm sorry, that's a reference to a news article that might not be relevant like in like 6 months when you're listening to this episode. That was not me being racist. Continue.
No, I just I don't know. She's like a funny actor. She like pulls off this kind of like ditzy role pretty well, and I thought she was funny. And all the singing's good.
Do you think she's ever practiced doing that kind of role before?
No, never, even once.
Yeah, I've never thought of her like that. That's kind of an interesting new direction for Ariana Grande to take.
But yeah, the movie has one big problem though. And this is not a unique take. It's got really beautiful like set and costume designs. But they made the bizarre choice to like wash all the colors out so bad, and it's so weird looking a lot of the time. Like, it's like, why is this movie so like gray?
Emerald City's looking a lot more like Gray City.
The biggest thing I think of when I think of like the color grading is how there's that like shot of Ariana that's so washed out, it looks like her skin is the same color as her hair.
Yeah.
oh my
And it's
God.
just so like she looks sickly, even though she's a very beautiful, famous woman.
Yeah, it's like the big problem with this movie. I think also I'm a little worried because this is only part one. This is a 2-part movie. Because why wouldn't it be? I'm a little worried I'm not gonna like the second part of this movie.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a nearly 3-hour movie, and it's a part 1 of like an existing story play. Like the original play is not like 6 hours long. Right?
No. And my thing is the reason I'm saying this is you kind of get the whole story in this. Like, you kind of get to the point where she becomes the Wicked Witch at the end. It's like that's kind of all you need to know. Like, it adds that tragic twist to the story, like how she became the Wicked Witch. I don't really need to know more. Like, you could end there. Like, it kind of adds a tragedy of both the Wicked Witch and the Good Witch. Like, there was that relationship there. I'm like, it's kind of like just like, what do you even do now? And then I looked up what happens in the second part.
Two.
No, I looked up what happens in part 2 because this is Act 1 of the musical in the movie. I looked at what happens in the actual musical in the second part. It's kind of stupid. It's a lot of like.
Oh no!
It's a lot of like. I hope no one minds Wicked spoilers. It's a lot of like trying to tie in the musical to the movie, like trying to explain why things work, like how like the music could work in the movie. It's like, I don't know. I didn't care about that. Like, I was like the important thing with this movie is like the story is like the correlation between the two main characters. I'm kind of willing to suspend my disbelief for this like tie into the original movie because the story is good and it works. Like, I don't need to know like how it actually ties in. Like, they explain like the origin of the Tin Man and the Scarecrow, and it's like, all right.
It's very funny to try to make a prequel and have it make sense to a film that notoriously is just kind of full of nonsense.
Right. Like they literally, I remember when the dog like comes in and eats like one of the little elves.
Yeah, and like all the best, all the best songs are in the.
You. I don't remember that part.
All the best songs are like in the best first part of the movie too. I don't know. I'm a little worried the second part's not going to be good. It's got a lot of focus on like
I was
on the heterosexual romance I don't care about either.
I was gonna suggest that part 2 you could like really trim out some of the fat. You can really condense it down. Maybe they can release it as like a half-hour Peacock special. You know, Wicked Part 2. Watch now on Peacock.
On the cock?
Oh, like with Moana.
Yeah, watch now on the
They
cock.
put on Disney Plus, right?
You know, we were gonna make a full movie of this story, but it was the story. It's like a reverse of Moana 2. What happened? The story was just so minimal that we just had to release it as a streaming exclusive. This was the best way to release this story.
No, because the strongest thing of the story is like the character relationship between the two main characters,
Right.
and
I get what you're saying.
and I just think like the second part from what I've read, I think loses focus pretty hard, and like
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they draw you in with the character relationship, and you're like, okay, now I love the characters, and I'm into this world, you know. And then maybe they'll win you over in Wicked Part 2 when you have to buy a completely separate ticket just to watch the last part of a story.
But yeah, I liked it. I kind of just want more. I just kind of want more musicals in the theater again. Because it's fun. It's like a big spectacle to see all these people like dancing. It's like all like on set dancing and stuff, and it's really fun. And we don't do those no more because everyone decided musicals are like soy, so people don't want to watch musicals anymore.
I recently watched the original Wizard of Oz, and it was kind of captivating watching a movie just being so unapologetically like in its style.
Yes.
And just like people would just start like singing and stuff or like acting in a very theatrical way that's not realistic, but it's still just authentic.
Yes.
Yeah.
I definitely get what you're saying. Like we're a little too deep in the post irony. So that sort of thing's really refreshing.
Disney don't even do good musicals anymore. They make Wish and Moana 2 songs now.
Oh man. We gotta bring back Lin-Manuel.
They might have to. They might actually have to.
They're gonna
Oh my
pull a
God.
Star Wars Episode 9. They have to bring back the J.J. Abrams of their franchise.
They might literally need to bring back Lin-Manuel. It's like not even a joke.
Funny. It's like what's missing from modern Disney? It's Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Honestly, because he did the songs for Moana and Encanto, and those songs are good. But like when he left, they started doing shit like the Wish songs that are all bad.
Because they keep hiring e-celebs to do their music. Because like I get their mentality is like, oh, TikTok is popular. Kids like TikTok. Let's like use TikTok talent.
What is he singing like in the Wish musical? He's like, "Look out, world, here I are," or something like that. There's like that lyric.
World here. There's a lot of throw
of
caution to every warning sign. There's
I
a
watched
lot
Wish
of
with my
embarrassment.
partner a couple months ago.
Did you like
Really?
it? Did you like it?
Well,
That's a
It
great movie. That's a great movie to watch with their partner.
problems.
I think it's a great movie to watch with their partner because you can just start making out like halfway through and it won't even matter.
Oh, just like Anton and Peppino.
It's easy to look away from and it's easy to make fun of. It's the entertainment doesn't come from the movie itself. My favorite
Right.
part of it is that the lighting kind of looks like the Game Boy Advance Mario remakes because it's so fucking washed out that everything looks like it's on the same plane.
Yeah,
That's the joke. They should have called Wash.
Do you remember like how that movie's so funny the way it looked? It looks like they got embarrassed about like DreamWorks showing them up with like Last Wish, and they're like, "We need to add a filter to this movie right now."
Yeah.
It's so washed out. It's like they desaturated the entire movie by like 30%.
You need
There's
to
maybe one part of the movie that looks like is like visually interesting, and the rest of it sort of like fades into the drywall behind the TV.
It's like that one scene in Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank, where they blatantly like put like a Spider-Verse stylistic cell shade filter over it to put in the trailer.
I feel like
Real ones remember that one.
I feel like they were like someone at Disney watched like the Last Wish, like the Puss in Boots movie, like we're gonna look so fucking bad next to these guys. You need to add like outlines to these characters right now.
Right.
And they sure showed
Really
DreamWorks.
Spider-Verse it up. I know we only got like 2 weeks left, but you got to throw it in there. Come on.
I love
Spider-Verse did
imagining
it.
an executive saying that, like, and meet more Spider-Verse.
Hey,
Make this a little more Spider-Verse-y. It's like,
Oh, I just love Spider-Verse.
Can you get some of those like drawn on little things they do? You know, little drawn on eyes. No, it's too late for that. Okay, can you get the outlines at least? Get the
like
outlines.
splash frames maybe that are like hand
Is that
drawn.
what
No,
effect they do? It's like chromatic abominations. Can you do that?
That's just we're getting dangerous to like Pete territory.
Dangerously Pete.
I can't do this.
How's Pete doing, by the way?
Oh, let's go check on Pete just real quick. Just real quick. Oh, he's doing good.
Okay, that's nice to hear.
Okay.
All right.
I did play. Okay, just also real quick. Was the last great animated movie musical the Bob's Burgers movie? Let's be real here. Was that the last great animated movie musical?
Oh man, I guess so. I can't think off the top of my head what's released. Sing 3 was that before?
There's no Sing 3. They're on 2.
I mean, sorry. Oh, you haven't seen Sing 3?
Let me check. When did Sing 2 come out? That was 2021. Bob's Burgers, I'm pretty sure
it was like 3 months later.
It was 2022. So Bob's Burgers is still winning.
All right, as per usual, I guess.
They gotta maybe the next Simpsons movie should be a musical because Dan Castellaneta knows how to hit it.
Musical on the big screen.
No,
I
wait.
hope there's a Marge song.
They should make like a Family Guy musical.
Seth, they gotta let Sethy Boy make a movie musical. He would do it. He would bring it.
He would actually kill it. Yeah.
Has he said he's written the Family Guy movie?
Yeah, he knows what I think he's basically said he knows what it would be if he got to make it.
So it's definitely going to be like a musical with like Sinatra style show tunes.
If it wasn't, I'd be so upset because he's the one who could do it. He literally could pull it off like so fucking good. Like is the thing.
Yeah, imagine like a cinematic version of the Family Guy theme song with like a full like gay men choir.
They should make a Universal Basic Guys musical.
Now imagine the Family Guy theme in G major and the image is inverted and it's really loud.
Oh, that'd be so like freaky. That'd be like strangely freaky and liminal looking.
Real quick, also, I feel like I should mention this because it's been my life the past week. I did play Ultimate Custom Night. This is the first Five Nights at Freddy's game I ever played ever. For reference. I did not. I didn't play any of the actual games. I played this one.
It's the most Five Nights at Freddy's game.
Yeah, that was my logic. I was like, I'm only gonna play one Five Nights at Freddy's game ever. I'm gonna play the one that has all of them in it. It was pretty good. I don't really have a desire to play any of the other ones. I don't think Five Nights at Freddy's is like scary. It's kind of lost.
Just watch Microplayer play it.
I think Five Nights at Freddy's has lost any sort of fear factor could ever have had ever. I think it's been like so destroyed. Like.
It's too meme.
The concept was so strong and it's been so run into the ground. And I say this as someone who used to sneak behind the curtains at Chuck E. Cheese's when the animatronics were off and just like look around.
Yeah,
oh my god.
It's both that, like I think both the series did to itself and like just the online culture around the game series. Like it's just not scary anymore. It's lost any like I'm like a FNAF like purist. I don't even like the first game that much. I think it kind of loses itself even by game 2. Like I'm as hard like critical of this series as you can get. But like gameplay wise, I think Ultimate Custom Night's pretty fun. Honestly, I think I had a good time playing it. I wouldn't play anymore. I wouldn't play any other games, but I had a good time playing this one.
Once they started adding in all of these extraneous animal friends, I just couldn't enjoy the series anymore.
Skip back to basics.
Oh, Freddy's annoying friends.
There's gotta be Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Those are the only characters you need.
And Waluigi.
And one security guard. Yeah.
Look how long it takes me to choose Wario.
look how long it takes for you to click on Funtime Chica.
I heard that pixel game they made was pretty alright.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the point and click adventure one.
Yeah.
You didn't work on that one.
Our good friend the real Yokow play that one.
I think I did too a little bit, yeah. But like I think I didn't watch the whole thing because like my interest in this series has dipped so low. It's hard for me to like.
Yeah, you were in the trenches of like the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom. Like you were. You followed every game.
Not by that. You mean I watched all the Some Call Me Johnny reviews when they were coming out.
I think
God.
I think most Five Nights at Freddy's fans experience it through the eyes of a YouTuber. I think I think that's
Yeah.
probably true. It's a very easy to get into series without even playing any of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
God, I
in a
remember.
way, you got the authentic experience.
Oh, to be clear,
I was
Sean,
gonna s-
I know Ultimate Custom Night wasn't trying to be scary even a little bit. Like, it's very much a joke game. I was just talking about like everything besides that one. Like, I know the intent behind Ultimate Custom Night's like tone. I'm like talking
You're
like
gonna sing a different. You're gonna sing a different tune when we put like the VR headset on you and we turn off all the lights and we like film you trying to play the VR game.
I probably would.
And
I
then,
mean,
and you scream your tuchus off.
that's something I remember like Nitro had said is like the game becomes scarier like when you're actually in the room. Like I'd believe that honestly. I'd believe it. Yeah.
It's like Freddy's right there, and he's going.
Oh, do it. Oh, but it's home. Wait. Five Nights at Homer's. Do.
Ryan, I hope you know that
we
we have a first time viewer in the chat right now. Right at this exact moment.
Frontal lobe. Is this anything?
Can we pin that comment? This is my first time on your streams. WTF is going on in the stream. Comment of the year, I think.
It's a collage.
What's a tweet?
Thanks.
Sorry, go on.
What?
There's
I'm just saying, thanks for watching the stream, and I'm my condolences. Hope to see you back.
Yeah.
I just trying to find that gif. It's like Scott commenting here about Donald Trump being shot, and it's the gif from Puss in Boots to the Last Wish where he's having a attack. I can't find it, but I love that gif.
My God, you guys, our democracy is under attack. Oh man.
Do you want to take some questions?
Is that it? Yeah, just get a couple of questions.
You want to be out of here.
that.
You hate this show.
No, we're on a good show. Oh, I also, before I forget, everyone check your mailboxes because the Alvins are being delivered. I repeat, the Alvins are being delivered.
Yeah, I got my email for it yesterday.
If like 3 months ago you bought the plushie based on Alvin the Mushroom, I got to design a plush with Gimme Swag. And the sales have already closed. But if you already bought one, check your emails, check your inboxes because they're getting delivered very quickly. I got a shipment at my house just last night. They came at my house at like midnight. And like left it at the front door.
Like,
They threw it straight through your window.
they got you, your
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm excited.
Monkshoe fans, by the way, look forward to the
Yeah.
to the Game Awards on the 12th.
Oh yeah.
This-
I want to do this thing where all of the Mushroom fans, we all watch the Game Awards at the same time, and we all hold our Mushroom plushes. And whenever like a hype reveal comes up, we all squeak our Mushrooms in synchronicity. Like
It's just
squeak
like
if you see something
when-
hype.
It's gonna be like the equivalent of like when they picked up Maggie from like daycare and they're like all under pacifier.
I think it's gonna be like the Vuvuzelas. Remember that one year at like soccer games, the Vuvuzelas were just going crazy. I think eventually my pitch for like society is one year we're gonna get to the point where at the Game Awards, everyone's gonna have their own custom mushroom plushes. There's gonna be Alvins, there's gonna be Simons, there's gonna be Theodores, and every time there's a
And
hype reveal,
Derek.
you just every time there's a hype reveal, you're gonna hear like faint squeaks, like a chorus of squeaks going off in the audience because everyone's gonna be squeaking their mushrooms at all the hype reveals.
All the Wonder Woman game reveals.
Yes, exactly. But anyway, our first question.
I just want to say, also, we are streaming the Game Awards. Me, Rose, and Seep will be watching it with maybe some special guests.
Maybe.
Sorry, no Tyler.
You can tell. You can come.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can be there too.
Yeah, Tyler, you
Can't
can
make
come.
it. I
Why
just
not?
can't.
It's okay.
Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley got your tongue.
I'm gonna be having some serious E3 homesickness that day, I think.
Oh.
Exactly.
It is airing on
No,
the anniversary.
I mean,
of
I might
E3's
be able to make it.
termination.
Every year during the Game Awards, I'm always torn between like 4 different groups to show up at.
I get it. This is my first
everyone,
year where
everyone's watching it,
To be
this is my
clear-
first year where I have to miss the Germa stream of it.
Is he even gonna stream it this year? Do you think?
He is.
You promise? That's awesome. No,
He's coming out of retirement.
The reason we're doing this is twofold. One, I feel like we have to because we made a whole cartoon about Jeff Keighley.
Right,
And the second reason is there's been a running gag this year about Seep just not reacting to gaming events and just not caring about what happens in them. And I think me and Seep in particular are both so removed from gaming as a whole a lot of the time. It's this whole show, we're not gonna react to anything.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see if there's going to be a single reveal here.
My God.
Maybe if they reveal Cranky Kong for Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, maybe that'll get us out of our seats.
I need to read this. I need to read this. Sorry, from Josh SK.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this. Hello. I just want to say I've been a fan of the podcast for a while, and I've re-listened to the episodes while at work. This podcast is my exact type of humor. That makes me happy. Hope Shadow eats that chili dog. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate it. We're glad we
Yes.
to give you joy while you work.
I'm grateful for the support and horrified of our influence over the masses.
Is that a previous bit where in the Sonic 3 movie, Shadow, he's gonna eat a chili dog?
I'm rubbing my hands.
I
hands.
get it now.
So let me
yeah.
explain. Let me pitch you this, Tyler.
Oh no, we're gonna get the whole breakdown of this.
Every Sonic movie so far has had a fart joke in it, and I think Shadow should own the fart joke in Sonic 3 after he eats a chili dog and he farts, and it's at the end of the movie. So that's how you know he's really let loose finally. He's finally let himself go from his past. It's he's willing to chop down a delicious chili dog and let one rip.
So the thing about this, Ryan, is that you're stacking this on top of a movie with a Harry Potter joke and Kenichi what already. So you're I think if you stacked Shadow chili dog fart on top of those, the Metacritic score for Sonic 3
Would rise up.
Would rise.
It's the perfect marriage of the two thematic sides of the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie. It's when the two halves become whole in the movie, and Shadow is finally a complete entity.
I think part of this reason we had is that it'd be really funny to watch Shadow fart discourse on Sonic Twitter.
Yeah, I think there would be.
Never mind. I want to see it now.
Yeah, there'd be a 50-50 split.
Movie.
People are you ruined Shadow's character. This character assassination. Shadow would never fart. He's too epic and cool. And then the other side saying it's great to finally see the Shadow mandates are being lifted now, and he can finally be a jovial character. Yeah,
The emotional reaction to the Shadow fart scene.
Yeah, it's gotta be huge. It's gotta be huge.
This is a huge step for his character.
And Sonic, when he lets one rip, Sonic will go "Heh, wind, huh? Free like the wind."
Welcome to Earth, buddy.
I think the worst version of this joke is still on you, Seep, which was that Rouge.
We don't need to mention every nuance of this.
Come on, Steve, you cannot take responsibility.
No. We're not repeating every segment.
Which was Rouge and Shadow have a fart off to show that they're friends.
See,
the live action Scooby-Doo movie.
Steve, you can't leave what you said on a bench like a kimchi.
We can't be bringing this up ever. We can't be repeating ourselves. I feel like I'm in a madhouse. I feel like I'm in purgatory. Just this.
What
Steve, we've been at this
soundtrack?
for over 3 years.
Cycle.
What licensed song would you pick for this scene?
Were they farting? I don't know. I think it'd be beautiful, plucky orchestral music. Completely befitting of the Sonic franchise.
Yeah, maybe some Kevin MacLeod. Maybe some Sneaky Snitch.
Yeah. I think yeah. That when I hear music like that, I just think Sonic the Hedgehog.
They love the soundtracks. Didn't one of them just use Ant-Man music once? Something like that.
I think so.
Oh yeah. They make some interesting choices with the soundtrack for those Sonic movies.
Hey, first time viewer, thanks for tuning in. I'm glad to have you here.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's listen to some questions. A lot of these we ended up covering. Here's like an interesting one, less because of like the movie itself, but like the kind of fallout of it. From Angler, thoughts on Moana 2, and or the fact that it's apparently making a lot of money.
I honestly don't. I mean, I haven't seen. I don't think we could say anything that we didn't say. I think it was a Salty DK Dan episode where like we talked about when it was revealed. I don't know. I don't think anyone here has seen it, right?
No, I've not seen it. I don't really care about it.
We're saving our money for the live action remake.
Jesus Christ.
That's where we really need to be seated.
Forgot about that.
It sets a really bad precedent. Like, animated films are already in a pretty sorry state right now. And, you know, the fact that a company as large as Disney has now realized, like, oh, we can just do this and we could just make our movies, you know, direct to DVD basically, and save a ton of money and make the same amount of money in return. This
is gonna have
not great.
This is gonna have scary implications for, like, I think After Effect maybe.
I can only hope not, but
every movie is just gonna be Moana 2 or The Lion King live action now.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder, like, do you think at a certain point it would have diminishing returns when every movie they release is like a bargain bin, like Grandma Moana, I'm going to tell you 3 stories, books on the sand?
I don't know. They're still making Marvel movies. I don't know. People are going to watch them.
Even those have kind of fallen out of grace.
That's true.
The public.
Like,
that's true.
When's the last time anyone was super excited for a Marvel movie? I guess Deadpool and Wolverine, but I guess
they have like
that's so
they have a very sparse amount of them.
But like, I feel like that almost doesn't even. Maybe it's like bullshit for me to say. I almost feel like that doesn't count because like that was running off like the hype of like Fox stuff. Like it wasn't like MC original stuff, and even a little bit.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm glad the Pokemon company is finally letting Game Freak take their time and not do yearly releases anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's unfortunate. This, like, I don't know. Like, I've heard no good reviews about this movie, even a little bit. Like, every single review was like, this was really like mid.
Haven't you seen the retweets from the Disney Animation Twitter? Where they're retweeting like 30-year-olds saying, I just saw Moana 2. It was very cute. Smiley face.
Okay, well. But I guess.
I've been aggressively retweeting those.
I guess I'm not surprised it did well, though. Like, I said, like, Lou and me were talking, like, she thought it might do, like, not very good. I'm like, no, this Moana is gonna make so much money, so I'm not surprised.
At the theater when it was, like, the premiere, like, the fan premiere night for it, and there was like a huge line. People were taking pictures in front of like a giant Maui standee. So people are there for it because it's the first movie's very popular.
Yep.
Oh, the stuff people pay to watch these days, I say as I open up another episode of SML and Family Guy on my phone.
Yeah. Maybe Moana 3 will be very hyped. They'll take all the money they made from Moana 2.
You might be onto something at least. Have you all heard about how this movie is basically just set up for a third Moana movie?
Yes.
Fair.
Looks like Disney gone to the MCU route.
So if you haven't heard, and if you care about Moana 2 spoilers at all, I'm sorry. So the main villain of this movie does not appear in the movie physically whatsoever. Like he's just like an entity, pretty much. But then he does. But then he does appear in the post-credit scene, talking like the movie's like Dick Dastardly ass villain character. And then the crab from the previous movie shows up and goes, I got a bone to pick with Maui Moana 2. And they all team up for like a third movie they're gonna make.
Yeah.
Jay Frillis.
So yeah, that's gonna be.
They should invite him to the premiere. They should invite him to the premiere of Moana 3.
They honestly should.
I'm just imagining a pattern now where they release a movie, do like a low budget kind of crappy sequel, and then go crazy for the third one.
Yeah, do like a real one. Maybe that's gonna be the runoff from this. I don't know. You're gonna have just like a setup movie in the middle.
It is like concerning though, like the thought of like, oh, we can just make cheap movies and then put them in the theaters.
Yeah, I hope this is just like a special circumstance because they got away with it here just because Moana is so popular, and I think they just weren't. I guess they were caught off guard by how popular it was, so they like course corrected halfway through production. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We can only speculate now. No AI voices, no AI art, just pure raw, unfiltered human-made ass.
God.
Any other questions?
All these are just stuff we covered.
Okay.
Well,
We've been running.
did anyone go near Marvel Rivals? Did anyone play that? We got a question about that.
Like the way someone gets near secondhand smoke, yeah.
Damn, Daniel.
My friends have been playing it, and I played Overwatch, and I briefly played Overwatch 2 when a few of my friends were into it, and I don't think I want to touch it. I don't think I can.
I don't like any of these kind of games.
I did see
I'm
a
done with them.
40-second YouTube ad of the adorable dog shark character singing his theme song. He goes like,
Wait, hold on. Wait, no, hold on. Step back.
yeah,
Does Marvel Rivals its own rain dog?
yeah, that's what Lou said. I think it's true. It's like a cute little like mascot character who goes like.
No, I don't know. I didn't like Overwatch. I've never cared about that, so I doubt I'll care. I just don't like these type of like this genre of game. I hope that makes sense. Like Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, that I don't know. Any like shooter game where like you have to really pay super attention. I can't do it.
Right.
I can't.
I just want a game that I can have on the other monitor while I'm eating like chips.
Literally.
Rosa, this drawing is so good.
No. We don't mean he's the rain dog in the sense that he's an original. I mean he's like in terms of like personality and charm. He's the little rain. He's the cute freaking doggo.
Funny thing about funniest thing about Marvel Rivals to me has been the reaction to Squirrel Girl and the fact that they put a female character with like an average body in this game where every other character looks like Widowmaker from Overwatch and everyone is losing their minds about it. The world is starved for fat women in games.
Yeah.
Where are they?
I mean, it's Fortnite's even worse.
It reminds me of like the stuff when it is talking about like May from Overwatch. And I remember ultimately, I think the biggest takeaway I remember for that was like Nazi sympathizer telling me, actually, May should be skinny and fuck everyone else. It's like, okay then.
Okay.
Yeah, we're short on like beautiful CGI skinny women with smirks
Listen,
and eyeliner.
SpongeBob was right when he was calling for the beautiful fat ladies to come into his bedroom. Get in! Did you not see that before?
Someone said like hero shooters. Yeah, I don't care about. Here's the thing. I like TF2, but I like TF2 because like it doesn't matter, man. You can turn that shit on, and you can like half try. There's like 18 people on your team. No one's gonna know if you're doing bad. If you're doing bad in
Game.
if I do bad in Overwatch, Lou would like yell at me, so I can't play it.
Someone in voice chat's gonna be yelling expletives at you. If you
TF2 is the only game where you can press where there are 3 buttons dedicated to voice lines, and each menu has like 10, and each individual voice line you can pick has like 3 to 5 different variations. It's a great game for telling jokes, and Overwatch and Marvel Rivals are not built for that. They're built for like, look at our cool PvP that we're going to turn into an esport next year.
I don't want to like. I don't want to like have to be on a call with people. Tell them to go delta left. I can't do that.
Tango down,
Exactly.
tango down.
I'm gonna be
I'm
like,
gonna say head left.
On your 5.
if I'm gonna call with people, I want to talk about like Chef Pee Pee.
Right. You love the PP.
I did
He's
bad
an
at
underrated
TF2
character.
and they yelled at me and they vote kicked me. Blue Luigi Gaming, get behind me, I'll defend you.
All right. Is that our show?
We can't just end it like this. Is a season finale. We gotta do something special.
I mean, we're gonna be back really soon.
No, it's the special event. It's the special event. We didn't.
This is our special season finale episode. You're
ending the
really
season
gonna be
on
missing
episode
us after this one.
96.
Let me add every YouTuber in the Discord and tell them to come in right now.
Oh my god. Ryan Ribity is typing.
Can you imagine?
I can't imagine you doing that.
All right, here I go.
I like the idea of doing something super special here when you're 4 episodes away from a very special number.
Oh shoot, we have a very special guest about to join into the Discord call here. We have Painter CP, the animator from Mashed, the animator
Oh my god.
of Sonic Babies. Welcome onto the show, Painter CP. How are you doing?
Well, how you doing, Seep?
Well, it's great to be here. Thanks for watching my animation on mass.com.
It is such an honor to be in the same space as such a legendary creator.
Ralphie's jumping on the bed. One fell off and glitched his head.
Oh my god. This is like, I'm sorry, I'm totally fangasming right now. I'm trying to be professional about this, but you don't know how much of my childhood was completely defined by Sonic Clone Chaos. Can you sign my Funko Pop?
I don't want to do the King Candy voice anymore.
Oh, let's have a tune off.
Let's do that. Yeah, let's have a tune off right now. Okay.
The goon.
No, hi guys, it's Goofy here. Oh the fuck?
Guys, it's Goofy here.
Oh, Goofy. Wait. Are you Goofy? But I'm Goofy. And if you're Goofy,
Where's Max?
I'm looking for Max too. Where's PJ?
Wow.
Max, PJ.
PJ.
Gleesh.
Where are you?
Where's Peg? Peg like Pete.
Oh, gosh.
Introducing Pizza Hut's new ultimate stuffed crust pizza.
Okay.
Thanks, regular incidental character.
Let's do it. Let's do a hard voice now. Do you can you give me what about KO from OKKO? Can you do that right now?
Gar's Bodega. I love my friends.
You're not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
Where are you?
Oh, that
Tyler,
was way
imagine
better
if I
than mine.
Click on Baby Bomb. Tyler, imagine if I click on Baby Bomb right now.
Don't do that.
You want me to click on Baby Bomb right now?
I'll leave it.
We will get in trouble. This will be our series finale if you click Baby Bomb on the show right now.
Alright, I'll press this instead.
9.
Oh my god.
Oh, what if we did Family Guy voices? Brian. Oh, Brian.
Stewie, this is most improper. Stewie. Oh, I can do like a good like
Hanging
Peter
me.
Griffin.
Okay.
Hey, oh, holy crap, I'm in Fortnite. Stop! Ah!
What if American Dad a stand where the pecan sandies?
What are my good voices?
No, I'm Yummy from Solar Opposites. No, I have a wacky subplot. No, oh my God, Corvo, stop touching my Game Boy. My Game Boy SP. I named a specific product.
That's scary.
I know,
also
that's
Jeff.
actually, I'm really, yeah.
Oh no, Clarence! No, don't touch my new thingy, my new thing that I keep in pristine condition, Clarence. No.
Yeah. And then Clarence go, Schumer, play with your toy that you keep in pristine condition.
No, Clarence. No, I don't like this. I'm really stressed out, Clarence.
Like Zuma gun. Bam,
See,
bam.
this is a really good Shermie voice.
No, Beth, I don't want to go to the library, Beth. No, you can't make me.
This sounds pitch perfect. That you sound like you're in the booth right now.
Thank you.
I'm proud of it.
Chicken. Is that anything?
That was Hank Hill.
Oh,
You got me.
You got me.
Oh my god, Gene.
Oh my God, Jesus. Oh Jesus,
Finally
Gene.
got me.
Who's this?
Oh my God.
Who's this good-looking
Oh,
guy?
Oh my
Yeah, you're
God.
looking pretty,
Hey.
handsome yourself.
Oh,
man. Hey.
Dad, stop talking to dads.
I think we're all gonna have to share our kids together.
I want that
That's
dad.
okay.
You know,
We have a
we can
king
make
size bed upstairs. We could all put on like our nightgowns and our funny
Our little
floppy
caps.
hats.
Yeah,
We
I've
can
always
hold our
been,
little
I've always
candles.
wanted to use my little floppy cap.
I gotta agree.
It's kind of a good excuse.
Got a
Walk in their
nightlight.
single file. And then, our socks will stick out of the bottom of the covers, of course, because we're too tall.
Yeah.
Hey, mind if I join this party? I'm Archer. Hey, what's going on? I'm
hey,
a little
Archer.
more. I'm a little more zesty. Whoa.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've got personality.
Like,
you know,
like my burger of the day, the zest left to.
I kind of like this guy. We kind of sound the same. That's kind of cool.
Hey, it's me, the guy from Family Guy.
Hey, I want to share a polykill burger with everyone here.
Oh, that's a great idea, Bob. Oh, that's a really good idea.
Bobby, who are these Bobbies?
Oh my gosh, and it's
Oh,
a
hey,
Linda.
Linda.
Oh, hey, Linda. Hey, what's going on?
This is some
It's
sort
me,
of Bobby boss.
Yeah, into the Bobbyverse. We're gonna do that. That's gonna be an episode. We're gonna do that. Even though the Simpsons did that, but
Season 27. All
Linda!
voice actors will be gone
Linda!
except for me, H.
Linda!
John Benjamin.
Why are there so many Bobbies in here, Linda? Where did they all come from?
Oh my God, Teddy. Do you want to join the polycule?
You know it. Lynn, can I join the
Bobby, I
polycule?
always wanted to join the polykill. Oh.
Hey, who's
Daffy
that?
Duck.
Chicken.
oh my God, it's like some kind of yellow character in our vicinity. Oh my God.
I think he wants
he's
chicken.
like some sort of animal.
Oh, he's like yeah. Oh
He looks scared.
Can we keep him, Dad?
my God,
Oh,
Tina.
Tina, it's a lot of work. Whether he pays
Oh my
for,
God.
Like,
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh.
I just came back from the year 3000. I'm Bender. I'm here to kill the Bobs.
Bender, can you get rid
Fry.
of this guy in the restaurant?
Fry.
You know it. I then pull out my super future Bender gun, and I'm shooting all the Bobs except one of them.
Hey, have you guys seen this game called Alice? I'll give your character big boobs.
That was Seuss for a second.
Good night, everybody.
Hey,
Thank you for watching the show, everyone.
hey, dude. Hey, dude, see this Astral Train game? It's pretty freaking cool.
Please.
Zeus, I don't know what Astral Chain is. I'm 48 years old.
Work, everyone. Oh my God, thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.
Thank guard for $10.
Thank you for the $10. Zeus, what's Astral Chain? I want to play it with my Xbox.
Did you know that Grunkle Stan kind of sounds like Strong Bad because he was originally going to be voiced by Strong Bad's voice actor?
Yeah, Matt
I actually
Chapman.
did not know that.
Matt Chapman boarded on that show for the second season.
Yep.
Wow. No, the more you know.
Guys, I think before we end the show, I think I feel a song coming on.
Really?
Hey, everybody, it's me, Kirby, and I say we shouldn't sing.
No, but I feel a song coming on.
Do you deny Kirby? I'll kill you.
You got a friend in me.
Oh my God.
You got a friend in me.
Oh, then we're like a Barbie's dancing.
You just remember what your old pal said, boy. You got a friend in me. Some of the folks might be a little bit smarter than I am. They're stronger too. Maybe. You know what? I think we should end. I think it's fine.
Bad and Homer too.
11.
Guys,
there it is. There it is, everyone. There it is.
I think
And scene.
I'm really gonna miss this place.